feel like I'm hurting myself.
You and I both know you weren't discharged. That was a cover.
All they require is just a small sacrifice.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? I see.
Spacious air, reflecting the way of life under the Florida sky. Even the lobbies funnel in the great outdoors.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His image.
Chosen. They say the chain of Shaitan is not that strong. They say his time is running out, he ain't got that long. They say murder, murder, kill, this is not that song. Said I won't amount to nothing, they got that wrong. Cause I was set apart and I was shown the light. And if I get the kingdom, I'll be clothed in white. 1/3 will be delivered and the rest were blinded. Their fate is set in stone, what you ain't read the fine print? Christ is gonna give a crown to us. In the end we'll have the nations bowing down to us, with their faces to the ground to us. It's the truth, as crazy as it sounds to us. Jacob forever rules, and we're his precious jewels. Showed us love and patience, put us above the nations. And that's the gospel, thank God for choosing me. Bad news for you, it's really good news for me.
I was set apart for God's use.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His image.
Let me tell you why. We have a different kind of shine, a different kind of mind. The rhythm's not the same, we're on a different type of time. With a different kind of pace, a different kind of race. The season's not the same, we have a different kind of taste. A different kind of salt, we are so not them. Got my sword and my shield, man, I'm so locked in. And when I came to serve Yahweh, I put my whole heart in. So I can't sit calm, I'm no Martin. And that's a reach, y'all, chosen to teach y'all. Every Sabbath you can find us in the streets, y'all. Dear Ya Allah, my nickname is Priest, y'all. In the gym, they say that I'm a beast, y'all. Set apart, the nations all hating me. Set a trap, they lying in wait for me. Chris Paul, they don't wanna play with me. But if you love me, I'm asking that you pray with me. Cause
I was set apart for God's use.
chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His image.
Chosen. And thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people, chosen above all people that's on the face of the earth. That's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. That's you, black and Latin man. Chosen. That's you, black and Latin woman. Yeah. And we the chosen. Chosen.
gave me a chance, he gave me a chance. Thank him in advance, cause he broke the trance. I've been through a lot, wasn't happenstance. Now I ain't looking back, not a second glance. Going and I'm flowing, I'm knowing I cannot halt. Frank him up on my crown, I pray that he protect my thoughts. So you the soul to the earth, or be earth the pillar of salt. No, get off me, not faulty, I'm swarthy, I don't swear with thoughts. Sent unto my own, I had to pick up my cross. Will you follow the hallowed or be swallowed for going off? Is it Torah or Korah? My aura can't ignore the boss. And this faith that will lead you, that lead you, have you count the cost? I done told you once, do I have to tell you twice? Embody, you are a living sacrifice. Like Christ had died when our debt was amortized. You may end up in the mortuary or be mortified. I ain't bowing to no man, man, I'm Mordecai. Patience of the saints, yeah, how wish I we standing by. Under your judgment, the commandments, my alibi. I'm so serious when you see me, just look into my eyes. Yeah, they do things Zion, yeah, held them up like Orion. Then Abba put the iron, they became prey to a lion. Still ain't wanna hear, then got tackled by a bear. Rip such an ain't budging for bed to idol gods, they swear. Still ignore the shepherd, then got spotted by the leopard. Believe in the conjecture, transgressors throughout their records. Till this very day, getting trampled by the ego. Your ego is the reason we cannot rise as a people. Do it for my sister and do it for my brethren. Every word I'm telling should stick in your melon. Despite all the tension in this name I mention, these words I haven't sent. Repent, so please pay attention.
Well, alrighty then. It's been a few days since I showed my face, huh? Y'all been listening to the voice, but I haven't put the camera on in a few days because I don't care about the damn camera. Y'all should know that. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another edition of Maccabees TV. It is your brother, Priest Daniela, representing Lines of Israel Camp and Maccabees TV. Peace and blessings and love and shalom worldwide to everybody that's watching this on YouTube, as well as everyone that is watching this on Facebook. As always, you brothers and sisters know the etiquette. If you are in my house, I'm asking you brothers and sisters that's in the house to please hit the like button. That triggers the algorithm, or you can hit the thumbs down if you don't like me. That's fine too. It doesn't matter. It all triggers the algorithm. The more interaction the video has, the more comments that there are, is the more people that will get notifications. We already know most channels that speak truth are shadow banned on YouTube. So the only way that the people can get the message is for my peoples to interact with the video. Let me give a few shout outs to my people. I saw my sister Mika in the building, of course. Mika in the building, of course, doing what she do. Halima, my other sister in the building. I got to show my sister Halima some love. She always shows me support. You know, so I got to show her some love. You know, William Silva, Dre D. Let's see who else is up in the building. I saw a few other people up in the building here. Alex Jean Marie, Star, SOT Soldier, Kasaja. You know what I'm talking about? I see Yawana D Red, the blue scholar in the building. I see my people's in the building. Welcome to another edition of Maccabees TV. As I said, it's your brother Priest Dan, Lines of Israel, representing. So listen, we about to get into it. This is gonna be another hot one. Y'all see the topic, right? Y'all know this is a hot topic in Israel. So you might want to tell a friend, and send a link to a friend so they could be in the comment boards and they can join into the conversation. This is what I'm going to say before I get started. This is what I'm going to say. Not everybody that comes to Maccabees TV has to agree with me or my guests. I don't force nobody to agree with everything I say or my guests. But what I do ask you to do is be respectful in the chat. My moderators play no games. You guys cry to me, oh, your moderators block me, they time me out. They don't play no games. And I don't put my moderators on a leash. I don't. So if you are in the chat, I'm asking you to show respect. This is a very divisive issue in Israel. Very divisive. So I know half of y'all on one side, half of you on the other. That's fine. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. And you can stay. And my moderators won't bother you. The minute you get disrespectful, if you get timed out, please don't cry to me. All right? Because I can't help you. Before I go on any further, those of y'all that was on my live this morning, y'all saw how YouTube clipped my live this morning. We was going in, bringing that pure, unadulterated. We was bringing that pure, unadulterated fire this morning. And YouTube clipped that whole video. As soon as I was done with the live, YouTube clipped the video and told me I violated copyright, whatever. I did play about 16 minutes of a video, whatever. It's all good. Where there's fire, where there's smoke, there's fire. So if that was smoke, I got more fire. That's nothing. You can clip the video. Who gives a damn? I'll be right back with some more fire. Most I will tomorrow morning. Okay, let's get started. I'm about to bring my guest in. So for those of you brothers and sisters that don't know, this topic, you see the title of the video, this topic is one of the most divisive issues in Israel today. It's not the most, because there's a lot of issues that's divisive, but this is one of them. So everybody got something to say about this. So a debate took place last night, quiet as kept. And I know some of y'all are like, oh, another debate. I'm tired of debates. Then this is not for you. Go watch something else. There was a debate that took place last night on a neutral platform. And the debate was whether or not the people that are called Native Americans, whether they are indeed part of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So my guest tonight, YirmeYAH, was one of the combatants, and the other guy was Jeremiah Judah 7000. Y'all done see them on Sonnet and so forth and so on. And he believes that the Native Americans are not Israelites. All right. I was supposed to be a judge on that debate, and I came on, but the debate was so late last night. Y'all know me. I get up at 3 in the morning. Everybody that watches, faithfully, y'all know I get up at 3 in the morning. This debate was going on, it started like at 9:30 at night last night. And so I was like, man, I stayed on for the first round, but I couldn't make it because it seemed like it was going to drag on. And when I got up this morning, I looked at the timing. The video was like 4.5 hours. I'm glad I went to sleep. So I was not able to vote and give my opinion on who I felt won the debate, which is good because I already have my perception on this subject anyway, right? Because originally they wanted to have the debate on this channel, but because I have a preconceived belief as far as the Native Americans being Israelites, it wound up not being here, wound up being on a neutral platform. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't get a chance to vote. It was neutral people on the platform voting, and the people that voted last night said that my guest won the debate. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing Brother YirmeYAH back on the platform, and I want him to talk a little bit about the debate last night, why it is that he believes and teaches that the Native Americans are indeed Israelites. And if the questions are respectful in the chat, in the comments, even if you don't agree, I'm pretty sure the brother will take the questions, he'll answer the questions, so forth and so on. We can have conversations and disagreements that are respectful. So that's all I'm asking. That's really the only rule. I got 2 rules if you're in my house. I ask you to hit the like button or the dislike. If you hate me, that's fine too. But I also ask that you be respectful because I'm not putting no leash on my moderators. If they time you out, you probably deserved it. I don't want no emails. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my guest, none other than my man YirmeYAH. Please say the Yah. The leader of the House of Redeemed Servants. I see you got your championship belts. My man YirmeYAH had 15 debates on multiple platforms. And all those debates, brothers and sisters, I respect it. All those debates were where you had a judges panel on all those debates. So it wasn't like he just is saying that he won these debates. You had judges panels on all these debates. And on all 15 debates, he won all 15 debates, including the debate last night. According to the judges, some of which were, 2 of the judges were Moors. They're not even in the Israelite community. So they were judging the information without having a horse in a race. 2 of them were Moors, and 1 was Kemetic. And this brother still won the debate. So he won the debate based on the information. Real quick, this is what I want to say too. As I see y'all coming in. Hold on one second. I want to say something to you, brothers and sisters, before YirmeYAH comes on and says anything else. This is what I want to say to you. I'm going to take YirmeYAH, I'm going to take you out for 1 second. I'll bring you back because I see you put off your camera. So let me make sure I'm on camera so I can say this. I'm going to try to frame my words as nicely as I can because sometimes, I get beside myself. So give me a second. Let me put the words together. There's a lot of people talking about the breakdown of the 12 tribes chart, right? We call it the 12 tribe sign. We didn't even say chart. That's some new stuff, but whatever. Of a 12 tribe sign, you talking like you was at One West and no, you was not, because I don't remember you, right? Anyway, so I'm speaking not from what I heard, not from what somebody told me, not from some old war story. I'm telling you from experience. At no time in my time at the old school, from where this 12 tribe sign comes from, were we ever taught that the only Israelites are the ones over here in the Western Hemisphere. The only tribe of Ephraim is the ones in Puerto Rico. The only tribe of Zebulon, the only tribe of Simeon, what you call the so-called 10 tribes, we were never taught that they were only over here. Nobody taught that. You niggas that say that, you made it up and you wasn't there, you made it up, or somebody lied to you, one of the two. The reason why the sign appears the way it appears is because guess where we are? We are in the Western Hemisphere. So when the sign was put together, it was put together so that people that are here in the Western Hemisphere can relate to the sign and see themselves on the sign and see that we're saying that they are the children of Israel. It was tailor-made for the people in the Western Hemisphere. It is not saying that you don't have Israelites over in the East, over on the continent of Africa, over in India, over in the Middle East, so forth and so on. The sign is not saying that because the Bible says in Isaiah 11, verse 10 on down, that Israel is scattered through the four corners of the earth. And when the Messiah comes and gathers his people, he's going to gather his people from the four corners of the earth. It was never taught. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you because I was there. It was never taught that that's the only place the Israelites are. But for you to say the Israelites are not in the Americas, when the Bible says they're in the four corners of the earth, you are in error, period. The reason why the sign says what it says is because this is where we are. So when we go on the streets, we're talking to the people that are over here and trying to show them who they are. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. We know Israel is scattered everywhere. Nobody ever said otherwise. But I ain't here to teach today. I got a guess. So I'm going to allow him to come in. YirmeYAH, you ready? YirmeYAH, without further ado, introduce yourself. For the people that don't know you, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are, what camp you represent, so forth and so on. And then we'll take it from there, bro. Go ahead. YirmeYAH, your mic is muted. YirmeYAH, your mic is muted. Unmute yourself.
All
there you
right.
go.
All right. I'm in the building now. All right. So first and foremost, man, I want to give all praises to YirmeYAH, Yashar, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right. For those that don't know, my name is YirmeYAH. Please say the Yah. I am the leader of the House of the Redeemed Servant, located at Oklahoma City. We've been in operation since about 2011. Right. And I am also CEO of Source Debate League. Shout out to the SUC, right? We've been, slanging and banging and doing the work and setting up debates and backroom chats and all of this, man, over a year now. And so this whole thing is powerful within itself because you have young black men, so-called, right, that instead of having discussions about whether or not LeBron James is going to catch Michael Jordan in the world championships, we're having discussions about history. We're having discussions about our people, biblical discussions we're having, right? And we're doing this because it's important, man, that we have an understanding of who we are and who our brother is. These are the things that have been taught to us, and a lot of misconceptions concerning our identity and why is it important. For the naysayers out there, man, for the naysayers that say that the children of Israel are just in Africa, or just in Europe, you're not following what the Bible says. And it's really a shame to me, because there's a false narrative and a false picture that is being painted about this discussion. First and foremost, brothers try to say, well, you didn't have a debate on the 12 tribe chart. Understand this, man. The 12 tribe chart is what it consists of is locating groups of people and categorizing them according to what the Bible tells us to do in Ezekiel 37. Why are you not doing that? Where's your chart? Where's your banner? Where's your 2 sticks to identify the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom? You're supposed to have one. Priest Daniel, I want to share my screen real quick, man. I want to go to a scripture. Real quick, man. All right, because I want to show you all something, man. The Bible tells us that we're supposed to do this in these last days. Right? Go to Bible Gateway here.
I'm glad you
all
said
right,
that.
I'm going to share my screen.
I'm glad you said that. And while I'm waiting for your screen to pop up, I'm glad you said that. You know, I always tell people, you know, if you're going to take away the chart, the 12 tribe sign as we have it, what do you have to replace it? Because the scriptures say there's supposed to be one. Same thing I'll be asking these Kemetic dudes. You're going to take away the Bible. What you got to replace it? What you got? Go ahead, bro. Floor is yours.
Right. So what I want you all to look at is what the scripture says here in Ezekiel 37. Let's see. All right. So it says here in Ezekiel 37, and about let's start at 16. Moreover, thou son of man, make thou son of man take thee one stick and write upon it. So you're supposed to take a stick, a plank, or a border, or a sign, and write on it. What are you supposed to write on it? Like, okay, this is a command that we're supposed to be doing. If you don't have no sign at all, where is your sign? Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for who? Judah, and for the children of Israel, his companion. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companion. I said in my debate that Ephraim and Israel synonymous, being that Ephraim was the head tribe in the northern kingdom. So they were synonymous with each other. So the northern kingdom could be called Ephraim also. So when the Bible speaks of Ephraim, it is also speaking of the northern kingdom. Verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, one plank, one board, one sign, and they shall become one in thine hand. Right? And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, this is street teaching protocol 101, man. And when the children of thy people speak unto thee and say, will thou not show us what thou meanest by these? If you notice, while we're street teaching, people come up and they say, what is this? This is prophecy. But see, a lot, man, I can say a multitude of those that are speaking against the chart don't know nothing about street teaching. Nothing.
Hey, YirmeYAH, they can't come up to you and ask you about the sign if you ain't in the street.
Right.
That's not my show. Sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So a multitude of these people don't do it. It is an exercise, and it is something that can be only taught to you through experience. You have to get out there. That's why those that street teach are sharp when it comes to reciting scriptures and being able to break down certain biblical prophecies in the Bible, because they have to do it on command. They have to do it on call in the streets. This is a skill that can only be taught by experience. So the Bible says what? For Judah and for the children of Israel, his companion. So like here, let me drop down. Verse 19. Say unto them, thus shall the Lord God, behold. Thus said the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in thine hand, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Israel, his fellow, and will put them with him, where? With him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick in thine hand. Salakia, make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. Meaning that the northern kingdom and southern kingdom must come together. Must first, before we can come together, we have to be able to understand and identify one another. Right? And it says what in verse 20? Even it says, and the stick whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. Where is your 12 tribe chart? Where is your sign? Where is your identification mark saying that Gad is in Africa? Naphtali is in Africa. Issachar is in Africa. Where is your sign? You're already in violation, right? Because these things are supposed to be what? Before their eyes. And where should we be creating these signs at? Verse 21. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from amongst who? The heathen, whether they be gone, and will what? Gather them one every side and bring them into their own land. This is biblical prophecy, right? So we have to have an understanding of this, man. Shout out to the nation of kings and priests, my brother Bam in the building, right? So we have to take these things in consideration. Okay, these are steps one. These are the steps that I have to take so that people can be able to be put in a position to ask a question. Well, who is this and what is this? I'm actually from Dominica. I'm actually from Puerto Rico. I'm actually from Central America. I'm from Belize. I'm from Panama, right? So the false narrative that is being painted about me is my stance.
Hold on. Let's fall back for a second. I wanted you to just get through that. Let's fall back for a second, right? So the brother's not in the building, so I don't want to say too much about him, right? Because he's not here with us. But he is in the chat and he's asking to come on, but we'll deal with that later. Somehow or another, we know, and this is no shade because Quanaf called me, right? So we talk. So there's no shade, right? We know that FOPE is on a campaign against the 10 tribes. They're on a campaign against Native Americans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. Like they're on a campaign against that thing for whatever reason, right? So somehow or another, I don't know how you guys got into the whole thing of debating, but I know I saw the flyers, so I called you and asked you, what's this? You really doing this debate? And you said yes. And then right behind that, Quanaf called me and asked me would I be a judge on the panel. How do we get to the point where in this time, with COVID going on, with the election being in flux, with everything that's going on, how do we get to a point where you wound up in a debate, debating a topic about the 12 tribes chart that's been raging for all this time? Like, what made you decide that this is a debate that you want to take? Like, how did you get there? Give the people a little bit of background on that if you could.
What made me take the debate?
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Jeremiah Judah have been having issues going back for over a year now. And so we already had differences on our understanding with the 12 tribe chart. So the brother repeatedly asked me about debating the 12 tribe chart. And for me, I thought it was just a landslide. I mean, I thought it was just obvious that our people were over here. You understand? And so the brother just kept hounding me, man. The brother just kept hounding me about it. And my brother, Don Pro Rizzo 1, had a debate on FOPE platform. And I went over there to support my brother. They talking about, well, we don't know why he was here. I'm here because I'm supporting my brother Pro Rizzo 1, who's from the source. Right? So I'm there supporting my brother. And so he begins to, once I post something in the comment board, he began to speak my name. I just got fed up with it, man. Okay? You're trying to paint this false narrative as if I'm afraid to debate this topic. I'm not afraid of nothing. If I was afraid, I wouldn't be debating. Right? I wouldn't be putting my information on the line for putting it up for scrutiny for those, so it'd be left in the hands of judges. But I'm confident in the information and the things that I've been teaching, man. That's why I'm 15-0. Right? And that's not prideful. That's not boastful. That's a fact. Right? That's a fact. So getting to that point where, okay, you want to continue on to call my name and call me out, say this, that, and the third. Let's do it. So we decided to set up the debate. Now they're trying to paint the narrative as if there's a problem with the words 12 tribe chart. The 12 tribe chart identifies the northern kingdom in the Western Hemisphere. Right? So the debate was titled, did the northern kingdom come to the Western Hemisphere, not just United States, okay, but North, Central, and South America, did they come here prior to the transatlantic slave trade, right? Because the 12 tribes, and Priest Daniela, you can speak on this, the 12 tribe breakdown, each tribe is a 3-hour video by itself. Just one tribe, just all the information that we could compile based upon identifying these people. So I felt like it was too broad of a topic to have in a condensed debate setting. So I wanted to simplify, not because I'm running from a 12 tribe chart debate, but because I wanted to simplify and just narrow it down to the people over here and present the evidence, knowing that I wouldn't have enough time to hit every tribe. And so they were saying, well, brother, you didn't identify every tribe. Well, I didn't have time to identify because the information is so broad and extensive. I hope that answers your question.
So, okay, right. So one of the critiques, well, you know what, before I get to the critiques, I'm going to tell you the critiques of the debate. I didn't see it all, but I'm going to tell you some of the critiques I saw. So do you feel like you presented a good enough case yesterday proving that the 10 tribes, a remnant of the 10 tribes, were over here in the Americas? Do you feel like you presented a good enough case to win that debate last night?
Clearly I did, but to be honest, every time I debate, every time I go back and I watch the debate, I know it's certain things that I could have done better. I could have improved on here. I could have brought this information out here, right? And I could have done better. So every time I debate, I try to get better. You understand? So I could have did a better job, but it was good enough to get the win.
So what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, family. Just for those of y'all that's wondering, where's this debate? I want to see it. Just to take 1 second, right? I'm gonna bring the debate up, show y'all where it is, so you guys can go watch it for yourself. And the thing is that it was done on a neutral platform, and these guys don't even acknowledge fully that they're Israelites. So it's not like it's just some Israelites that believe in the chart that kind of just said, well, you won. No, that's not what happened. So let me go ahead and share my screen, right? And show everybody where they can find it real quick. And then we'll come back to asking you questions. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick right now. All right. So you guys can see, this is the channel Moorish World TV. This is by brother Taharka Bey. That's my brother. Got a lot of love for Taharka Bey. You know what I'm saying? It's a good brother from Moorish World TV. And y'all can see the latest video right here is called Sunday Night Debates. Was the Hebrews of the Bible in the Americas before the slave trade. That was done yesterday. It's right here. The channel is called Moorish World TV. So it wasn't done on an Israelite platform where you could say one side believes that the Indians or the Native Americans over here are not Israelites, and another side believes that they are. It was done on a neutral platform, right? You had two Moors on that platform. You had a brother that believes in Kemetic science on that platform, all that. So the odds was not stacked in your favor or Jeremiah's favor. It just so happens that based on the information you presented, the judges said that you won that debate. Of course, we all critique ourselves. We're always our harshest critics. General, I see you on the call. I'll bring you in 1 second, right? We're always all our harshest critics. So of course we always feel like we could do better. I watch videos of myself of interviews I give, debates I do. I always say, man, I should have brought that out. So that's neither here nor there. But you feel like you presented a strong case to win the debate. One of the things, and remember, I only saw the first round, so I'm just going to bring this up and allow you to elaborate on it real quick. The thing that you brought out about Solomon coming over here, right? They're saying that that's before the kingdom split. So that didn't prove that the 10 tribes came over here to the Americas. That's one of the critiques I saw on the debate last night that they are presenting still, is that you presented Solomon and how Solomon had ships and the Navy and so forth and so on, and they were coming over here to the New World, and that was not before that was before the kingdom split, not after, so that wasn't proof. Did you hear that critique, and what do you have to say to that real quick before I bring Yashar in?
Yeah, man. First and foremost, that wasn't the only information that I presented, right? So now, if Solomon is dedicating a mission, a seafaring mission, and he's the king of the entire nation of Israel, for the record, he's the king of the entire nation of Israel. You pull up ancient pictures of the signs of the 12 tribes. There is a tribe known as Naphtali that has ships, right, as its identification mark. So if I'm going to do a seafaring mission, wouldn't I send the best people, the best knowledgeable people to travel, right, in a seafaring mission? But that's neither here nor there, right? So we have evidence of this stone in the Western Hemisphere. And the answer I got in reply, the reason that it was there, is because Solomon sent people over here and then they left. Okay, if they left, then why do we see evidence also in burial sites, Hebrew writings, and we see eyewitness primary sources, eyewitness accounts of these people practicing Hebrew customs, knowing damn well that it was not the Hebrew practice. It was not a Hebrew Israelite practice for our people to travel somewhere and convert somebody. That's nowhere in scripture do you see the Israelites traveling to a land and converting them. And then when they leave, those people are practicing Hebrew practices, right? Keeping Passover, right? A separation during the time of when you're dealing with dead bodies and corpses, cleanliness. How are these people practicing? Because Solomon sent some priests over here, and then they taught them how to operate as Israel, and then when they left, they kept on the practices. That is utterly ridiculous. We don't see that nowhere in scripture.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I know you brought a brother on here with you, so without further ado, I'm gonna bring him in too. Yashar, what's good, bro? What's going on?
Hey, shalom, family.
All right, Yashar, you were also one of the judges on the show last night. Now I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, and I also saw that this is no shade to the bros. Also saw that FOPE did a response video to the debate last night. Now this is what Sonetta says. Sonetta says if you got to do a video after a debate, that means you lost. that's what he said. I don't know.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying that's what he says. So I saw that they did a whole response video last night. I don't know. I see Jeremiah in the chat. Like I said, if you want to come in a few minutes, we'll ask him. But I want you to speak a little bit about your perspective, Yashar, on what took place last night.
Yeah, Khan, shalom, family. Just want to give first off all praise to the Most High, in the name of His Son, Yahweh. Just to get right into it, I thought the debate, I thought it was informative. You know, I thought coming from YirmeYAH's side that it was more sources, more uh, clear information that we actually can read for ourselves. And then, when we go back, if you go back into the debate, you can go back and you can pause those things and fact check for yourself. Go purchase the books and be able to get in-depth understanding of where the brother was coming from. Unlike our brother Jeremiah Judah, he had he had a PowerPoint, but it wasn't very clear. It was he wanted to stick to certain points instead of actually digging off into his PowerPoints, which I think if he would have actually dug off into the PowerPoints, it would have made it a more even debate. You see what I'm saying? But because he chose to choose certain PowerPoints and stick with certain I'm gonna say talking points, is where he went wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, the information didn't line up with the title of the debate. Let's just be honest, right? And so what I didn't like about the aftermath of the debate was this. You had an elder that was leading a slander campaign. And for us as Yashar, we shouldn't be slandering each other. Regardless of our differences, regardless of the things that that we might debate against and debate back and forth and talk about, we shouldn't be slandering each other just because we see things different. I'm not going to slander that elder because he's Yashar. He's one of our elders. At the end of the day, I'm going to be very frank and I'm going to be honest. He got to check himself, because at the end of the day, you can't be an example or call yourself an elder in our community and can't deal with those that's going to replace you as elders in honesty and truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and slander my brother and say that we fabricated this debate and we place people in certain positions so that it can be a biased debate. That's slander, fam. We don't move like that in the source. My brother YirmeYAH is a real solid individual, and I appreciate him even linking up with me, and I thank the Most High for that, because at the end of the day, I've always wanted to link up with my brothers that's a leader in the camp, or whether, they're affiliated with camps, because a lot of times the way that I see things, they don't see it that way, and they choose to separate themselves, and I can't force myself on them. So those who allow me in, I love them brothers, man, dearly. And I'm not going to let nobody slander my brothers and talk bad about my brothers when I know that's not how they carry themselves or move, regardless whether we see eye to eye. You see what I'm saying? So just getting back to the debate, it's like I asked YirmeYAH a simple question, so I can make a clear and an honest judgment. So if the brother would have gave the information that I had asked for, because YirmeYAH brought out some information about one of the Assyrian kings and how from that separation, those who were actually in that captivity made their way to the new world before any type of captivity, right? So if they made their way during that time and they made it on the boats, then he came and said that they were Phoenician boats. And then when I came into as a judge, I fact checked to see if just the Phoenicians had that style of boat. That's not true. The Assyrians also had that style of boat. So if you're going to tell me that that's where we got the information, that's where we got the boats from, well then when the brother Seals Bay asked the question, can you show me where the Phoenicians financed this boat? He couldn't prove none of this information, fam. From my question, he couldn't prove it clearly to Sal's Bay. So because he couldn't prove it clearly from mine, I'm already going with YirmeYAH. Because at the end of the day, if he came with that, that's a very strong dagger to make me have to rethink what I just heard, because now the information that YirmeYAH was just saying, now he got some solid sources and solid information to combat that. Now I got to really sit back and really pay attention and ask YirmeYAH a couple of questions so I can make a fair judgment. But because he went that route and didn't even answer clearly and couldn't show me what he should have had it in his PowerPoint. He couldn't go to the PowerPoint and prove up nothing. He had to go and to Google to try and find answers and things like that. Like, that's not how you get down, fam. If you're going to have a debate and you're going to have a PowerPoint, you're going to have all that information lined up, right? And you're going to deal with it as it comes. That's not what YirmeYAH did, so I couldn't give him the vote. I couldn't lean towards him because the information wasn't standing the way it's supposed to stand.
Now, if I could, right, like I said, keep in mind, I went to, like, literally after I got off, I went to sleep. I woke up this morning. It was too early to call YirmeYAH to see what the results of the debate was. So how am I going to find out? I'm going to go back to the video, and I'm going to slide the progress bar all the way to the end when y'all are voting to see who's saying what, because I want to know who the hell won. And
Right.
The way the spirit worked, I slid the progress bar right to when Black Jesus Minister was speaking. And this is what makes it bad on them. And they're in the chat right now, and they're telling me let them in and all types of stuff. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, Black Jesus Minister said, well, dear brother, if we go by the title, then yeah, I got to say YirmeYAH won. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Right.
I'm not trying to be funny, but that's it. That's what he said out of his own mouth. He said, if we go by the title, you won. Then he tried to say, but nope.
Ain't no but.
I'm sure that y'all guys sat down. YirmeYAH, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You guys sat down and both of you guys agreed to the title. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So then
Absolutely.
Black Jesus Minister said by the title, you won.
So that's a landslide. That's 3 votes.
You can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both ways.
Right. And then the man went on a 15 to 20 minute escapade of trying to debunk my information as if YirmeYAH Judah didn't do a good enough job. And if I was YirmeYAH, I would feel a certain type of way about that. Like, bro, I don't need your help. I don't need you to come in here and try to re-debate this guy. I mean, this guy shared his screen and trying to pull points and trying to force me to make the debate what he think it should be. Man, that's ridiculous, man. And I've never experienced that with any judge, man. I ain't never experienced that with any judge, man.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? Can I
say this real quick before you go
I'm gonna
down?
let you go right now, Yashar. I just want to ask you guys a question while you're talking, Yashar. Can I bring YirmeYAH in to ask a question? I'm not gonna keep him in here long. It's up to you. If you say no, then it's no.
It's on YirmeYAH.
I got a few things I want to say before he come on, man.
Okay, so YirmeYAH, he said he'll let you come on, but he got some stuff he want to say. Let Yashar say what he got to say.
Okay, what I want to say about
go ahead, Yashar. Go ahead.
What I want to say about YirmeYAH Judah is this. What I didn't expect is for the brother to be a stand-up individual at the end of the debate, of the debate, and say the brother won. I was expecting for a whole backlash, a whole, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's this and that and that and this. The brother literally said, you know what I'm saying? I got to give it to the brother. You know what I'm saying? He did that. He won this debate. So I'm not biased when it come down to acknowledging, you know what I'm saying, when brothers are stand up, when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging when brothers, you know what I'm saying, actually accomplish, you know what I'm saying, whatever they set out to do. So I don't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, YirmeYAH Judah was just, you know what I'm saying, he would all throughout the debate, it was some bull and it was some craziness going on. Like, nah, he didn't carry himself like that throughout the debate. He did what he did. He brought his information and he tried to present it to the best of his ability. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, I believe that, you know, when these brothers meet again, you know what I'm saying, it's going to even be a more impactful, more even edifying, you know, situation to where, you know, it won't be such a slanderous, you know, debate platform that's going on from our own people. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better than that. That's why I asked the elder, you know what I'm saying, is YirmeYAH, you know, one of our people? And he said yes. So then we can't talk about this brother because he started and set a foundation for us to build off of when it come down to a chart. So what we do is we say, thank you, Ak. We appreciate you, Elder, for starting this foundation. So now we about to take this and we about to build on it and we about to make it something greater than what it is. Not slander our elder and it ain't got nothing to bring to the table. So everybody that's slandering the chart, what you bringing to the table, family? To replace anything so that we can start and start our look and start our foundation to look for our family. You brought, I ain't seen not one of y'all bring one thing to the table when it come down to trying to find who our people is, scattered abroad. So if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, I advise y'all to please be humble and respect our elder who's resting in peace right now. You understand what I'm saying? And let's build. If you can't do that, shut your mouth, man.
Well, just to be clear, the brother's still alive, though. He's still alive. Go ahead, YirmeYAH.
My apologies, Elder.
Yeah. Okay, it's all right. Go ahead, YirmeYAH.
Yeah, man. So,
wait, real quick. Somebody asked, YirmeYAH, real quick. Somebody asked, is this a One West platform? I bring everybody on here. Y'all didn't just see Zion Lex on here yesterday. Y'all didn't just see me put a video of Zion. I bring everybody on here. This is not my platform. Am I from One West? Was I at One West? Yes, I was there. If you have a problem with that, you can be more than free to hit the unsubscribe button. Yes, I was there. But I bring everybody on here. Hopefully that answers your question. Go ahead, YirmeYAH.
He family, fam. One West, two West, three West. What the hell that shit got to do with anything? This is family.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. YirmeYAH.
It ain't got nothing to do with no title. It ain't got nothing to do. I'm from California.
Right.
You see my shirt? Israelite business. You see the name on it? Yo. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with it, family. Ak is in New York. That's still my elder, bro. Elder YirmeYAH. I'm not a part of his camp, but that's my elder, family. I'm not about to disrespect elder, even if I see things different. So I don't know where y'all coming from, and I don't know what part of the what y'all are on, but you need to understand what family is. When you grow up in your household, I guarantee you, if you got brothers, because I'm the only child, but I know for a fact, those that got brothers and sisters in the household, they don't all see everything eye to eye. But I guarantee you, if them two brothers and sisters is getting into it, you better not jump yourself in that, because they're going to be on your head. You understand what I'm saying? So if I see my brother YirmeYAH, my elder YirmeYAH out in California, and he's out street preaching, do you think that I'm about to just bypass my Ak and just, let somebody just get at him on some sideways shit? No. And I'm not One West, but we all Yashar. Understand that. That's my blood brother.
That's right. All praises.
Yeah, man, so there's a lot of people. Everybody has an opinion. Okay? Everybody has an opinion. Your opinion is that YirmeYAH didn't win. Your opinion is that Jeremiah won. Everybody has an opinion. But at the end of the day, according to the judges, I won the debate. That's it. But if your opinion is otherwise, that's fine. You can have your opinion. That doesn't change what happened and the facts of what happened. So all of that is just opinionated stuff, man. At the end of the day, me and a brother got in the ring. The brother had the courage to get in the ring. And we got in the ring and we handled our business, man. Right? And this is for you all to examine the information for yourself, right? And this narrative trying to be painted about the 12 tribe chart and this and the third. The whole thing is the 12 tribe chart talks about the Western Hemisphere. The debate was Israelites in the Western Hemisphere, the Northern Kingdom in the Western Hemisphere, prior to the transatlantic slave trade. And I proved that, according to the judges. Maybe not according to your opinion, but I don't give a damn about your opinion. At the end of the day, that it is what it is, man. Right? So we just have to move forward. So as we start to evaluate this information, you have a lot of questions to answer. Why are these people? Let me get this book here. Why are these people speaking Hebrew over here in the Western Hemisphere, huh? Why are these people identifying themselves, right? Origins of Origins of the American Indians by 1492 to 1729. Lost Tribes in the Promised Land. The brother tried to say that this book debunked itself. That is ridiculous and absurd, right? And let me make this clear about the passage. So brothers got a problem with the voyage to the Western Hemisphere, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 13, right? So we go to 2nd Ezra chapter 13. If you go back before that, when the children of Israel was coming out of Egypt, I want you all to listen very closely to this point. The children of Israel came out of Egypt, they went into the land. Prior to crossing the Jordan River, there you had brothers from the northern kingdom, Reuben and Gad, who decided they saw the land that they wanted, and they stayed on that land, while the rest of the remaining people traveled on. When the brothers saw the land that they wanted, they stopped there, while the rest of the people continued on into the journey. All the way up into the land of Canaan was occupied and taken over by the children of Israel. This is the process. This is what happened. So if the children of Israel came over, left down through the Euphrates, and they came over to Africa, and if some brothers got off the ship and decided they wanted to stay there, and as the other people continued on, and then the other brothers, some other groups seen land, and they decided to get off, but ultimately the voyage ended where it ended. Where did it end at? At the end of the earth. That's what the Bible says. So once you get to California, you're going back to the Eastern Hemisphere. So where is the end of the earth? It has to be in the Western Hemisphere, man. Then the Bible goes on to say that the children of Israel will be called from the West. None of these scriptures, by the way, that I brought out got addressed. Not one of them in my first round. The children of Israel, the northern kingdom, will be called from the West. Where is the West? Israel is situated on the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. So if you go further west, you're going to hit what? Crete. You're gonna hit the Italian peninsula, and then you're gonna get all the way further over until you get into the Americas. So you have to understand when the Bible says west, right? They're gonna come from the west. So we don't care about your opinion, about what you think, and this, that, and the third. Continue on doing what you're doing, but follow the Bible. So in Ezekiel 37 that you're supposed to create a chart, man. Where's your chart?
Okay, yeah, YirmeYAH, you see, I got another one of your brothers in here that you sent the link to. This is Paul Rizzo, so you could introduce him and bring him on in.
Yeah, Pro Rizzo, man, what's going on, man? Source up, man. Source up, click in the building, man. What's going on, brother?
Shalom, Mark. How you doing?
All right, man. All praise and glory, man.
Hallelujah. Yeah,
so what's your take on all of this, man? Speak to us, family.
Well, for one thing, this morning I woke up and I had this conversation, and it dawned on me that your whole approach to this debate. I want to let you know, congratulations on your win, by the way. Source in the building.
That's right.
That's right off the bat. You won the debate fair and square, bro. Point blank, period. But when looking at this chart, now, I'm coming from a different perspective.
Right.
But I think it's time we share with people just what it is you did in this debate. What you did was, you're not coming from the angle of what everybody else is coming from. That's not the point. But you're in an uphill battle. You're in an uphill battle, and I want to try to detail that a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, bring it out.
We have 12 tribes. Let's put 1300 BCE here.
Hey, blow them up, Priest Daniel.
So, we have 2020 here. Actually, let's slow down a little bit. Let's slow down just a little bit. Let's see if I can get something here that'll make a nice impression. We have 1611 here. This is the transatlantic slave trade. We have 1300 BCE. We have 12 tribes. Y'all got me? We got 12 tribes, 1300 BCE. We have 1611. Let's gonna make this AD. I'm gonna erase this. I hope y'all get this. We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna keep everything here, but I want to bring you to a point. From 1300, we get to travel to 722 BCE. Why there? Why 722 BCE? Because that's when the Assyrians come in and sack northern Israel. I'm just going to abbreviate this. Northern Israel. 522 BC, 586 BCE, Babylon comes in and they sack southern Judah. They take southern Judah and scatter them. They take northern Israel and they scatter them around what they call the known world. The known world. The known world does not include America. I've got to say that because somebody tried to accuse us of being dishonest. I don't kill that rumor right now. I'm not going back over the debate, but I'm going to bring you back to the debate to make the point that I need to make. But do y'all follow me so far? My Aki, do y'all follow where I'm going with this so far?
So far, so good, bro.
Okay, great. This is the irrefutable timeline so far in the BC era. There is no America. There is no United States. There's not even 13 colonies. None of this exists. This is future. This is around 1600 AD. This is 1600 years to 1 AD. Question, where did the Assyrians take northern Israel? Don't matter where you think they took them somewhere. Southern Judah, where did the Babylonians take southern Judah? It really don't matter at this point because Cyrus issues a decree out, and who returns back to the land of Jerusalem is Judah, Benjamin, and some of Levi. That's the history. Now that we've got that out the way, let's take part 2 of this discussion. One AD, year 1 AD, 1 BC. The 12 tribes are still scattered. The New Testament says so. But what we find in the New Testament, a brief synopsis, is the apostles, one second. We find the apostles writing letters to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. If I wanted to make an argument, just on a side note, here are the apostles writing letters to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. That means that they know where the tribes are. That's what that means. Again, this is in 1 AD. There is no America. There's no USA. We can concede to that point. Not in the 1st century. That doesn't happen till here. Roughly around the 17th century AD. However, there's a war in 70 CE. What happened to the Israelites? Christ said in Matthew, you shall see armies surrounding Jerusalem. Know that the end is nigh. If you're in Jerusalem, if you're in the mountains, flee. Flee to the mountains. Where are the mountains? One of them would have been Sinai. Another one would have been Caucasus. And Sinai. These are mountains. These are major mountains, historically, grammatically. Don't come back into Jerusalem because there's going to be destruction as it was prophesied. Hope y'all got that. And I'm not saying it's Caucasus, and I'm not saying it's one mountain or the other or one over the other. I am telling you, in that area, there's mountains all over the place. From the north to the south, from the east to the west. Again, we got 1 AD. Here's 70 CE. Rome comes in, sacked Jerusalem again. Question, where's northern Israel? Where are they? They've been scattered for 2,600 years. That's a fact. Even what we have today is not Israel in the land of Jerusalem today. Most people say that. Most scholars agree. Most people who know the history of the scattering of Israel look at Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and they can tell you not all of these people are actual DNA Jews. A lot of the Jews there will tell you they're converts. However, the whole point about this brings us to a point about those 10 tribes. Why is this such a big old issue? One reason is because nobody actually has identified what happened from this point, 70 CE, all the way to 1611. There's not a systematic argument for it. And this is the point this brings us to. And I've got to say this just to be real with you. Where YirmeYAH came from was a very scholastic point of view, and he attempted to do something I've never seen really nobody do. And I want to say he's probably the first to do it. Folks don't like it. This brother had a dream about Israel, about what happened for 1,600 years. What happened? Where are these tribes? The Bible cuts them out. If you notice in your Bible, you'll see certain things like in the book of Revelation, certain tribes are missing. Some are included, like Levi is included, which it shouldn't be. And then Dan is missing in another area, won't go there. The point is, 1,600 years. Question, did northern Israel, did they just disappear? Did they just die out, kapoof, they gone, poof? Well, people who hate the chart is actually vying for the fact either A, one conclusion is they either disappeared altogether, or B, they're only in what is called the known world in the first century. The known world. They either died out or they're still in the known world in the first century. The debate wasn't about that. The debate was about, after 1,600 years, we wind up in USA, which comprised of North and South America. Folks missed that, didn't they? I know that they missed it because I watched the debate and I've heard all the arguments before and after. It's not a matter of right or wrong either. It's a matter of, do we believe that the northern Israel, did they just die off? Did they all just die and just poof, that's it? They gone? If you're not willing to say that, then you have to actually look at the fact that this brother stood up and said, Northern Israel, after 1,600 years, began to amalgamate in what we call America, in the diaspora. Most of us actually agree with that. Most of us, my shade darker or lighter, say that we are Israel. And DNA really hadn't helped us a whole lot. That's another factor that has a limit. None of us say all of Israel just died out. Nobody says they just wiped out. Nobody makes this argument. YirmeYAH knows this, and I know this. I think everybody knows this. Nobody's saying Northern Israel just died out. Nobody. And DNA has a limit. Most of us know that. And there's 52 countries in Africa. Who's to say where these people went? Like say Dan, Gad, Asher, Reuben, Zebulun, Naphtali. We have a chart that says it's Mexican, Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know the chart. I'm not going into it. The whole point is not about the chart. The whole point is about somebody coming up with something to show us by using geography, using maps, dealing with white travelers. That's what we have. That's what was brought out in the debate. Archaeology, we might not like the fact that stone in Mexico was written in Phoenician. That's not the point. The brother took the debate specifically about northern Israel. Northern Israel. That's the facts. People don't like that, but that's the facts. So objectively speaking, when we look at the chart, people say, some eyewitnesses say that YirmeYAH, I think his name is, I've never met him, but apparently this brother is either saying, well, let's put it this way. I want to say it the right way. It appears to me to be amongst the ethnos, or amongst the ethnicities of people that's here in the United States, in both North and South America, and Alaska, and Hawaii, and all these places here in the Western Hemisphere of the world, we are saying through transatlantic slave trading that all the people that came from Judah and from northern Israel, some of the Israelites in the land on the Gold Coast winded up traveling to different parts of the Western Hemisphere. What the chart is saying is that would include, it would not exclude Dominican. Is it possible for Israelites to come and travel to South America? Places like Argentina. Is it possible? Is it plausible? Who is willing to stand up out of all y'all guys that's out here? Which one of y'all is able to say and stand up and say, hey, these people in Argentina, no matter what their DNA is, are you willing to say that no Israelite came over here? None of them came to South America? I mean, what is your argument? Have you proven it? You didn't. Most people don't, because there is no systematic argument for it. Because it seems to be, well, YirmeYAH is looking at, hey, this is possible. He's taking on the idea that the transatlantic slave trade most likely would have brought Israelites over here. We have manifest with brothers with Yahoo in their name. I won't get all into that. I'm not trying to get into the debate part of it, but rather the critical side of it. Is it possible for Israelites from 70 CE to travel to this side of the world? Is it possible? In 1600 years, absolutely. Taking the presupposition, 1600 AD, taking the presupposition that Israelites continue to exist. They were never rubbed out of existence. I hope y'all understand me. Unless you're willing to say the Israelites was rubbed out of existence, that's number one premise. And number two, are you willing to stand up and defend the idea? Your presupposition is they couldn't have came to America in 1600 years. Then how did you get to be over here and you a Hebrew Israelite, I wonder? My assessment of this is really simple. You cannot put Mexican into the Bible in a historical Hebrew text. You can't do that. I'm just using Mexican. I could use Haiti. I want to use the Mexicans just for the point to say, because people say that's Issachar, the Mexican. They say that's Issachar. Okay, that's fine. But to be bluntly objective about it is you can't find Mexican in the tribe of Issachar in the biblical narrative. That doesn't mean this isn't plausible. It's not an argument really anyway. The chart is not there to show from YirmeYAH's perspective, from the source perspective, it is not there to say Issachar is Mexican. What it is saying Issachar at some point in time could possibly be, most likely, maybe it is plausible that he mixed in with the Mexican. Who's going to refute it? It is plausible for Issachar to have been amongst the Haitians. That is a plausible theory. It is plausible after 1,600 years for Issachar to have mixed and mingled, and now it's Haitian. I'm not saying the chart is right, but it appears to be that somebody was interested in what happened to the 10 lost sheep. What happened to them genetically? DNA only go back so far. There are limits with DNA. DNA does not say Issachar didn't travel and mixed and mingle with Haitian or Mexican or Dominican. It really doesn't matter who it is. We have been mixed with all kinds of European influence and persuasion in this country. And we claim to be Hebrew Israelites. From which tribe? Pick one. Everybody in this country seems to be to the notion that we are Israel in some form, from some tribe, some kind of way. See, we actually have bought the chart. We actually give life to the chart that was invented somewhere in the 1900s AD. Although the chart is not in the biblical text, but it appears to be that we obviously are not just straight up Africans. We talked about this before. See, for some reason we forget, and we want to jump on our brother back because he stood up and said, you know what? I'm going to take a gamble here. I believe that some of northern Israel traveled to the Western Hemisphere. Most of all of us believe that. But then we get picky. Then we want to get prejudice. No, not Mexican, not Haitian, not Dominican, not Puerto Rican, not Latino. Wait a minute, stop. How about the Indian? And the chart is saying it is possible for Israel to have mixed and mingled in the melting pot.
Man, and that's factual, man. And that's factual. And for some reason, they seem to think that the nation of the Mayans, right, or the Inca, or this, that, and the third, had no visitors that traveled over here and made subgroups within it. And then these people, these subgroups, you have one large group, then you have subgroups in the midst of it, and these people became known as the Mayans. Or these people became known as the Aztec, right? Based upon this region and location and a populace that was created. That's when you can see in these books. We can show you populations that these were functioning cities. They think that these people were just over here and they were just isolated. Nobody traveled over here, and they had no trade. They had no understanding of trading with people from other lands and getting on ships and traveling to other places and trading with them. This was going on before the white man. See, this is white supremacy working here.
That's right.
They're thinking that these people are just on an island, isolated, with nobody coming over here. Nobody knows. And all of a sudden, the white man come and find some hidden city. No, these people were functioning trading societies, huge, right? Huge societies, man, that were operating, functioning, traveling. People were moving there. People were moving out. People were traveling all over. Total metropolis cities, man. And I'm trying to find an example here so you all can see a metropolis and what it looked like in ancient times. America was it was multiple cities within this place called America, right? And so now you have the children of Israel that came over here, right, and created what subgroups, because you have the Clovis people. This is what I'm trying to tell people from the beginning. You had other people that were here. So if there is a major metropolis in Mexico and I move to Florida and no one's there, am I not moving to a land where never mankind dwelt? If I move from Panama and I move up to Texas and nobody's there, am I not moving to a land where never mankind dwelt? Because they have these arguments about this is what's going on in Africa. Well, the Northern Kingdom is in Africa because they went to the western part of Africa where never mankind dwelt. Well, if we're going to take that narrative, why we can't use that narrative over here?
We should be able to do that.
The Bible says that the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom will be oppressed together. and they will be sent to the end of the earth. Don, after you pass California, what's the next continent that you hit?
I guess you got to go to Asia. you got to go.
Japan, right?
Can I jump in for 1 second,
the end of the earth is where, Don? Where's the end of the earth? The Western Hemisphere. Go ahead, Elder.
No, I'm not trying to break your bill, but I'm getting a lot of crazy stuff here. So Quinaf just called me and said he heard we was talking about him and called his name. I don't think we called Quinaf's name the whole live, did we?
Not one time.
Not one time. Not one time. So I don't know where that came from. Just called me and said we heard that he was talking about him, bro. We didn't call your name now one time this whole live. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, well, now we're talking about him since he.
So the chat is kind of hot. Jeremiah want to jump in here, whatever, but I already told this is your show, Jeremiah, so he can't come in till you say come in. But it's getting hot, bro. It's hot up in here. Let me take everybody out for 1 second so we can see your book. Give me 1 second. Pour Rizzo 1 second. I'm gonna bring you back in. Hold on 1 second.
All right. So what I want to show you all is an entire functioning city, a metropolis in antiquity, right? And this is what it looked like. So when brothers don't take the time to read these books, look at this, streets, all of this within Mexico and the southern parts of the United States, which wasn't called that till much later. You understand? And you have brothers dwelling upon admixture that happened later. Because if you got to be out of your damn mind if you think for 1 second that the Aborigines of North Central South America wasn't a melanated people, man. Okay? And you had sets of admixtures based upon people that were traveling. And then you had the major invasion during the 1400s, beginning in the 1400s, and as they continue to travel here and take certain lands for themselves by people that look like this. Okay? And so now we look at areas like Mayans and Aztecs.
Jeremiah, put that back up because I had me in. Put it back.
By people that look like this guy, conquistadors, coming over here. They never traveled anywhere. The European, so-called European, because the original Europeans were black too, but that's a whole nother topic, right? So these Europeans came over here, right? And then they started to document history. This is the history that you have. You have their history. You have their stories about this place. They came here, then they showing you movies on Netflix and different things about how this place wasn't. It didn't have no cities. It was just forest everywhere, and nothing was covered up until they came here and civilized this place. Those are lies. So now you have the children of Israel being inserted in this side of the region because we have history about the Clovis people and those before them, leading from the 16 BC, 14 BC, 13 BC. And you have people that were here. And so the children of Israel came, and when they came, they established societies of their own. It tells you in the Babylon of Timbuktu. Go ahead and say something real quick, Don. I'm going to grab this book.
Okay. So I know that there are a lot of folks out there in full disagreement in the subject. However, we here at the source, we're not the type of people to just jump on bandwagons, even if we all have the same color wagon. Makes no sense. Is it plausible? Is it plausible for a Hebrew Israelite from antiquities to travel to the Americas? 1600 AD, 70 CE. What's in between 70 CE 1600 AD is a lot of time. It is a long stretch of time. One thing in an argument when you deal with a debate, I tend to look at both sides of the argument. I look at pro side. I look at the con side. Let's talk about some of the pros and some of the cons. The majority of the people that deal with the subject, they start looking at fine points about skin color, phenotype, eye, nose, length, breadth, athleticism, things pertaining to race. That's when you're arguing against something. That is the con side of things. I rarely hear the proponent side of it. For example, we have all these groups that are 501c3s. They can't discriminate. We can't discriminate. We got to bring these people in, whether they're mixed, phenotype, color, skin, all that's part of prejudice, discrimination because of someone's skin color or race or cultural practice, culture. You start adding these things up, you start looking at them. But you know what? What we see today in 2020 and what came here in 16 and 11 is not going to be the same thing that left out in 70 CE when they got to what they call the Africana. There's 52 countries there. And up near where Germany is, and Great Britain and all them, some say that the Jews went up, and some went down, and some went all through Africa. What it appears is that if this is the case, then the Holocaust that happened with Hitler, that's true. You got to go with it. What I hear with the pro and the con side, there is no their skin, stupid arguments. You don't like that?
Hold on, real quick, Don. Hey, Bam. I want you to come on, man. I want Bam to come on here because he's a Northern Kingdom brother. And I want him to come on here, man, because we did this for the Northern Kingdom, man.
Tell him. YirmeYAH, tell him to put his email in the chat, and I'll send him the email so he could jump in. Bam, put your email in the chat, bro.
No, I'm gonna send him the link. I'm gonna send a link to your messenger.
Okay.
Bam, right now I'm gonna send it to you.
You're gonna send you the link to your messenger, Bam. So come on in.
So what we have, and I like to say this because I really want to get to a point with this. It seems like brothers are real upset about the chart, but they're not thinking. You're not thinking. We are saying we are Hebrew Israelites. How did we get over here? The same argument you're making, you won't make for others because you're biased. You're being biased. So, in the land of Jerusalem, right now, today, if you find a brother that lives there, like I know brothers that live there, you know what you're going to find, folks? You're going to find Jews of all colors and backgrounds. You're going to find
right, but see that's a confusing. See, the problem is you get into a confusing point when this whole colorism thing come into play. When what you should be doing, everyone that is watching now, what you should be doing while researching is checking culture and checking certain conditions that these particular people went through, right? You have to understand, we know about the Holocaust, but we can track those people migration prior to them ending in Poland or coming to Germany. We can track it. We also can track the miseries that befell these people in the Western Hemisphere. Here's a book here, Bartholomew de la Casa, the short of account of the destruction of Indies by Bartholomew de la Casa. Right? Mm-hmm. We have a book on the Aztec and the Mayans, and when you look at this book, you will see that these people were melanated, man. These people had melanin. You understand? And so when you're dealing with this whole colorism thing, you had an event that took place over here. And this event was called the Inquisition. When they were forcibly converting people to Catholicism, right? And so then you have these replacement populations. And these replacement populations not only happen to those that are in Israel today claiming to be Jews and they're not, it also happened in the Northern Kingdom. It happened over here in the Western Hemisphere because you had those that were being classified as natives because the Asians came over here and colonized as well. There's a book called When China Discovered America in 1421.
I got that book. By the way, Yeshua, YirmeYAH. Where the hell is the rest of the source? Where's Yeshua at and the rest of these dudes at? Where they at? Yeshua, where you at?
Yeah, man, Yeshua, man. I think he might have had to work late. I talked to him earlier, man.
We're gonna give him a break.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a break. Go ahead, bro.
So you had about in 1900 something was developed, Don. It was called the camera. They started to take photographs. And when they started to take photographs, Don, they started to classify these people who had already been here for 100 years, who started to colonize. And as other people started to travel, they started to colonize in the Americas, right? And you had admixture that went on with other Asians. So some of these Asian colonies, some of these people that are being classified as Native Americans, they're natives prior to the European coming here, but they're not natives to the people that was already here.
YirmeYAH, hold on. Why is 1 second, Salakia brothers? Why is James Cassell in my chat but not in here? Why is that?
Right. Come on in here, James.
You can send it to him. James, what you doing, bro? What you doing?
He's in the YouTube comments.
Yeah, I see in the comments.
Oh, see
But he ain't in the chat. He not in here. What the hell is going on?
James said there's a lot of haters in the building. It sure is.
Yeah, you know why? Because folks want to give their opinion about the debate, and they're missing the fact, like FOPE with Kanal, for example. Now I'm gonna talk about you, because you know you're not a debater,
right?
Don't if you was, you're not thinking.
Real quick. Before y'all going in, right? Quinath is on the phone with me right now, as y'all can see. He wants to come in. Can I bring Quinath in? Will y'all be willing to talk to him, or what's the deal? Because it's y'all show. Y'all let me know.
Yeah, we'll talk to him in a minute, man. Tell him to hold on.
So YirmeYAH, he said, hold on.
So the debate topic was the Northern Israelites brought to America? That was the debate topic. No matter what we think about the debate, that's not really what we're discussing now. We're not in a debate now. Now, I don't know if YirmeYAH, if you want to talk about the debate or not. What I'm saying really don't have nothing to do with the debate. It has something to do with critical thinking.
Well, you're painting a picture, Don, of the possibility. Is it possible that the Northern Kingdom came to the Americas? Of course it's possible.
Absolutely.
So now we see particular tribes. And you have to deal with the tribes in which I'm dealing with. You can't talk about people over here in New Mexico, and I'm talking about people in Florida.
Right.
You can't use people in Nevada and when I'm talking about people in the Mississippi.
Right.
And I'm showing you that these people in the Mississippi have Hebraic culture, and they're expressing that. But you're telling me that these people over here in Nevada, they don't have that culture. Okay, well then I'm not talking about them. Because everybody in the Americas are not Israelites, man.
Yeah, but you know what? Even that right there just goes to a point of debate. You know what I'm saying? This is where a lot of folks are. You're missing the right shade. Why do we have discrimination laws? Let me ask you that. Why would we have a discrimination law? Why can't I look at a person and say, I don't like you, I don't like your skin color, get out of here, I ain't gonna hire you? For the same reason why you can't do that with us right now. If you ain't got pure black bloodline, you don't come from Judah, you the white man, you're an Edomite, it's a false dichotomy. Because at the same time, you will say you're a Hebrew Israelite, You turn around and try to tell me who ain't. And let's be honest. We're in America. We have mixed, I like this word, YirmeYAH, multitude.
Right.
Why do I like that term? Question. Who did Joseph marry?
Joseph married an Egyptian.
Say it again.
Joseph married an Egyptian.
Who did Moses marry? Ethiopian.
Right. Moses.
Where's Ethiopia? Can we pull a map up, Aki? I want the whole chat to see this. This is a good one. This is common sense. Brother said, well, it's just common sense. No, sometimes common sense ain't so common. What do you get when you get Ethiopian and Egyptian? Who did Abraham have a kid with? Keturah, not Keturah. Hagar. Who is Hagar? Hagar, the Egyptian. Where is Egyptian? Where's Egypt? Here's the Levant, and here's Egypt. There's Egypt. They're in there 430 years. You telling me that when some of Israel goes into their land, you telling me when they come out and go into Africa, you telling me that, see, Black Jesus says this all the time. I ain't trying to give him a whole lot of credit because he sucked a lot of times. I'm going to say that. But he's right about a point, to a point. I got to say that too. I got to give him a little credit. We ain't all Africans. I don't agree with that part. But you can guarantee you there's some Africans in the mix. Now, you don't like that, but that's the facts. That Israel mixed and married with Africans. How many of y'all people that believe the Bible out there in that chat gonna deny that? You can't deny it. So we get to a point where you got Jews, Hebrew Israelites mixing and mingling with Africans. They're mixing and mingling with Romans. They're mixing and mingling, but it ain't possible for them to come over to America. Then how do you become a Hebrew Israelite? You are descendants from these people. You are descendants from people who mix with Egyptians and Ethiopians. And we ain't talking about all the kids that Abraham had from Hagar that went off somewhere in the wild blue yonder. Or in the days of the prophet Nehemiah.
Hey, I got the map pulled up, man.
Hold on, Rabbi. Let's take a look at that map and let's see where the Ethiopians and the Egyptians land at, Aki. But see, now we're not debating now. Okay, now we're critically thinking. Okay? I know a lot of folks want to get on here and talk about the fairness.
Brother,
yeah,
I got so many people. Listen, not to cut you, bro. I got so many people hit me up saying, "Bring them in." Everybody wants to come into this.
Wait, bro. They're gonna have to wait.
YirmeYAH is the guest of honor, so it's only if he tells me yes. But go ahead, y'all go ahead.
All right, after this point, man, we'll bring YirmeYAH on because we've been promising him early, so we'll bring him on after this point.
Let's take a look at Africa. Let's see if we can blow that map up a little bit more, though. Or do I need to blow my map up? I blew it up as much as I could. Let's take the map all the way to the extreme, the one with the big color on it. If we can get that one. The one to the extreme right of the screen. That one there. That's got the whole world map on it, not just Africa.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Let's blow that up to the max if we can get it. This is just a small point. Oh, I want to definitely put this out here because folks are not going to give YirmeYAH a fair shake at this because they're too busy beating up the 12 tribe chart and you're not hearing the point. You're not seeing the whole purpose of this debate. Let's see if we can locate Egypt just anywhere on the map. I guess either one would do, but we're definitely trying to get something that has a whole. I like the color scheme view if you can get it, but if you can't, let's just do the best we can. And one down at the bottom
right here.
Yeah, that I like that one. That's cool. Well, any map of Africa actually would do. Now that I think about it, Because that's something you got to buy there. You may have to go to find one that don't have as much retail in it.
All right, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Can you point to Egypt for us or Ethiopia?
Right
Anywhere? Okay, that's Egypt. Could you take your pointer and take us to the Gold Coast of Africa? Right in there. Now, folks, there's a lot of real estate between the Gold Coast and Egypt.
Sure is.
A lot of real estate. And could you point
more than 3,500 miles?
Thank you very much. And could you point to Sierra de Leone for us?
Yes, it's right here.
Now, so between point A and point B, don't you think Israel would have traveled at least to that point?
Right.
And we all agree that we at least traveled from some area in Africa. And we'll show us the Levant before you get off that map.
Okay.
Point to it for us. Let's hit the back.
All right, hold up.
One more time.
All right, so we have the Levant. Come on, sucker.
Yeah, you got
give me trouble, John.
Yeah, you got a lot of screens up. Let me see if I can pull it. I actually blew my screen up. Screen.
All right, real quick, while y'all trying to do that, Jeremiah, I see you in the back chat. I see you in the back room. I'll bring you in when Jeremiah says it's okay to bring you in. So you just have to wait. He said you can come in. I see you. I'm not bringing you in until he says I can bring you in. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull a map up if I can here.
Yeah, he's gonna share his screen, Priest Daniela.
Yep. So let me see if I can get something that's pretty decent. Just give me a moment. I'll get something that's got the fun in it. You know, these people, they make these arguments. I'm gonna go to I guess I might as well go to the wiki, give us something. Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen.
Jeremiah, you dropped out. Can't say I kicked you out. You dropped out. Come back in. Maha, I see you in the back too. Hold on, everybody, hold on.
All right. I should be able to see my screen from here, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you good. You good.
Okay, great. Should only take a moment. Let's blow this up. Let's get some attitude here on this thing. Now, let's close this side out. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see all that. Okay, here we go. Levant. That's Saudi Arabia. Here's Egypt. The Levant is right in this area, right in there. Okay, there's Egypt. So
no, the Levant is upward. It's up, Don, up on northeast Egypt. Up.
Yeah, northeast Egypt.
No, up. Yeah,
What
that's
you mean?
Ethiopia there. Egypt is at the top. Your pointer. Put your pointer on Egypt. Put it on Egypt. Yeah, right there. Right there. Yeah, that's it.
So Israel is back and forth into Egypt throughout the Old Testament. The Bible says that. They have to have went into parts of Libya. Your New Testament tells you that. At some point, sometime we get over to the Gold Coast. Wherever we put the Gold Coast at. I can't see all the letters.
Right where the green is. Right in the green, yeah. In the green.
Which one is the Gold Coast? Is it
in the green region? You got Gambia, Sierra Leone is right down underneath it. Down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. There's Liberia. All of these places. How did Israel wind up in all of these places? They had to have travel, right? That is a lot of real estate. And we are saying, like, I don't see it in all of these countries. Most people would agree there's Ethiopian Israelites. There's Ethiopia there. And that's where you find, well, the point is we got all types of Jews all over the known world. They travel here in some kind of way. We wind up in what we call America. From here to there.
Okay.
It would be a big
all right, John. Go ahead, man. Bring 7,000 on, man.
No, because 7,000 dropped out. So I see Mahan in the back chat, and I see D1. D1, I don't know how you got this link. I don't know how. Who sent it to D1? Who sent that?
Who is D1?
I don't know. We'll bring him in. D1, what's good? Talk to me. What's good? What you got to say?
Oh, what's going on? You just sent me the link. I didn't know what was going on.
Who sent you the link?
Judith.
Judah. Okay, see, he wasn't supposed to do that. Why would Jeremiah Judah do that? It was for him. No disrespect, brother. Have a nice night. We'll talk. We'll talk, but not right now. Jeremiah Judah, this link is for you and you only. So I don't know why you're here. I'm gonna add Maha to the link. Maha, go ahead.
Hey, Shalom, chat. What's going on?
Yo!
Congratulations, brother, for another victory, man. What's that? 15-0? I don't know, brother. Where you at now? You on your main?
I mean, 15-0, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Oh, praise and glory, man.
Hey, Maha, I can't say 15-0 though. That's prideful. It's prideful for me to do that.
God, just be humble, man. Just let the numbers let the numbers state itself. I just like to say I'm happy to see the brother right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on FOPE last night. And
right
over here, you know what I'm saying? With understanding, with wisdom and common sense, that how can you say, regardless of how you may feel about the chart, how you going to say no Israelites is over here? That's all over the place today, all in China, planes and boats. How can that even be a conversation and debate and try to just
okay, brothers, listen, because I have a limited time. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I go out both Quinath and Jeremiah Judah in the back chat. So only person I want to talk to right now is Jeremiah. This is his show.
Yeah,
so
hold
on. It's his show.
One at a time, man. One at a time. Bring
so
Judah
who do you want on first?
Bring Judah on first.
Jeremiah Judah, you about to come in. All right. Well, hold on a second. Jeremiah Judah, I'm about to bring you in. Quinath, you got to hold on a second. Jeremiah, you in the chat, right? This is all I'm going to ask you. Jeremiah. I want you to remain respectful. This is Jeremiah's show. Maha, right? Everybody, including myself, we're going to be quiet. We're going to allow Jeremiah and Jeremiah to talk. If it gets out of hand, I'm going to bring myself back in. I'm going to bring everybody else out for the time being. Jeremiah, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Hey, Daniela, like I say, we getting painted here a different narrative. Like I say, when this thing was supposed to go down, the whole thing was supposed to be the 12 tribes chart. All right. So this is what I want to do. Tomorrow, since you say this ain't a biased platform, I want my own show tomorrow with my own special guest. Can you do that for me?
You can come on. You can come on.
Yes, I want my own show tomorrow. My special guest gonna be Mighty Hebrew, Elder Quinath, Yehuda, and Black Jesus Minister, and we're gonna tear this shit down like you ain't ever seen before in your life. It's gonna be had way more fire than this. What you gonna see? So everybody tune in tomorrow, and you're gonna see us shut this shit down. Because like I said, the title, when he first agreed to this, I love you, Jeremiah. As a matter of fact, hey, you know, your league was birthed up out of the Lions Den. So I'm glad to see things growing, bro. I'm glad of that. I'm not hating. You see what I'm saying? You know, but Don, you got on here earlier, and you said that you was FOP, you was Lions Den, and Source, all three. But when you got your ass on here, I heard you only say one. Then you even said in the back chat with all the witnesses that JJ 7000 won. So Don, so you kind of phony with that, bro. That ain't cool. But anyway, tomorrow,
Jeremiah, hold on one second. Jeremiah, I want to ask you a question. The platform, this is just for Jeremiah Judah, just for you for a second. I'm gonna let you come in because I'm trying to be, I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, we civil with it. Let Quinai come on. We civil.
No. I'm gonna
ain't nobody mad.
Jeremiah, let me talk to you for a second. So you agreed to be on Moorish World TV last night. That was the platform.
Okay, let me speak on that.
I'm gonna let you. I promise you. Let me ask my question. I'm gonna let you speak on as much as you want. I ain't gonna interrupt you. You agreed to be on Moorish World TV last night. There were at least 2 judges that were not Israelites. At least 2. One was.
No. So you left. No. Hold on, brother. After the first round, after you left, they started doing the judge shuffle. Start shuffling judges. So we only ended up with 3. The judge that he brung, which wasn't my idea to bring judges. He brung a judge. I brung a judge. And the only person that we had left was one more judge. No, not one more. A more as a judge, right? This guy, if you go listen at the end of the debate, I want y'all to hear this and hear it good. At the end of the debate, this judge who knows nothing about what we believe, this judge says, neither one of them proved that the Northern Kingdom came over here. I said, well, I'll be damned. That ain't my position. That ain't my position. So I don't know where they found it. But did you hear what I just said? I'm going to play the recording of that tomorrow. This guy said neither one of them
your boy Black Jesus was out of line, bro. You know that.
We know how Black Jesus is.
Come on, man.
But
let's be real, man. Because if he'd have did that to you, you would have blew a gasket, brother. You know that.
Well, hey, listen, Jeremiah. I'm not gonna spoil your show. Like I say, I do this for competition. I do this for the love of bringing out information. I ain't holding no grudges. Hey, at the end of the day, we supposed to be Israelites, whether we all agree or not. We all have one thing in common, that's believing in, Yahweh. So that's all it is. Really, between me and Jeremiah, this is just a competition thing. Really, it's just an intellectual sparring match. That's all it is.
Okay.
I don't hold no grudges. I ain't mad. But I know one thing with these debates, we gotta find good judges and a better scoring system. So with every platform, we all have the same constitution. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
But tomorrow, Daniela, what time can I have my show? I'm gonna bring my special guest.
Inbox me on Facebook.
I think you might be busy tomorrow, Priest Daniela. I think you got prior engagements tomorrow.
No, Jeremiah,
I can't really hear y'all.
No, Jeremiah, inbox me. Let's talk about it. Inbox me tomorrow because I have a lot of stuff.
So everybody stay tuned. Hey, it's gonna be a fire show tomorrow.
All right.
Mighty Hebrew, Yehuda, Quinai, Black Jesus Minister, and the People's Champ JJ 7000. We coming to invade Maccabees TV. It's gonna be a show like you never seen before in your life.
All right,
that's what we do. We also bring out the information, but we entertain as well. Now, I'm gonna go get up off the air and let them finish their platform.
Peace out. Peace out. Quinai, why'd you drop out? Quinai, why'd you drop out? Go ahead, Maharakar. All right, hold on, Mahar. Hold on. Let's let Quinai get it off before he say I'm biased. Quinai, take the screen share off, brother, and show your camera. Come on, Quinai. There you go. Quinai, the floor is yours, brother. What you got to say?
I want to say Most High bless the real Israelites and those fake, phony, toilet paper champion Israelites, okay? All right? Coward Israelites that run to other platforms, right? And won't stand up like Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson.
Who you calling a coward, man?
Did I mention your name? Did I mention your name?
I'm asking you directly, who are you calling a coward?
Did I mention your name?
I'm asking your name? Who are you calling a coward?
If I threw a rock and the rock hit the coward and they spoke, then you must be the coward. I didn't mention your name.
Hey man, look, I'm asking you straight up, man. I'm asking you straight up.
I didn't mention your name. See,
talking about
hey, Danielle, he's ready to get me kicked off the show right now.
Right?
I didn't mention his name. I didn't mention his name. You asked me to speak. I didn't mention your name. You're my brother. Did I call you a coward? Did I call you a coward?
Bro. I'm just making sure.
I didn't call you a coward.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, is he breaking up or is it me?
He's somewhat breaking up. Go ahead, Quinaf. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, right. So I didn't call you a coward. So if my words don't fit you, then don't worry about it. I got respect for you. I said toilet paper champion. If you're not one, then don't take the toilet paper off and wipe your ass with it. I ain't call you a toilet paper champion. So let me finish my statement, brother. All right. For us, for that debate the other night, right? It was a good debate. It was a good debate. However, when people go back and look at the video on my channel, and I won't mention my channel because I don't look for clout like other bald head dudes do. Right? And I'm talking, now I'm gonna mention the name, I'm talking about Don. All right? I don't mention come to out. I talk the way I talk. Now let's get down to, like my grandmother would say, the nitty-gritty of it. Right? You, YirmeYAH, said that you would debate the brother on the chart. But what happened? You go on another platform and you change the title of the debate. And in that debate, one of the judges said, this is not a 12-chart debate. And you said, yep, it's not. So you didn't win nothing about the chart. You won what you wanted to win on, which was, on all due respect, you won it, but that was not the debate. The debate was supposed to be about the 12-tribe chart. And then I recorded it and I got it on video where the host of that show, the host said it should never have been on this platform. It should have been on an Israelite platform. He said that, and the host judge said neither one of them proved that the Northern Kingdom came over. See, now this is a shot at you, YirmeYAH, in all due respect to you, brother. You ran from me when I challenged you on the chart, and the flyers was put up, and you ran. And then also you admitted that you had a debate with him, and you didn't do it. So you are in default, my brother. You won, but you didn't win the 12-chart debate. Now, I'm not disrespecting you.
Quinaf, you buffering. Quinaf, you buffering. All right, y'all can see that, right? So just in case somebody say that I did something, my hands are down.
Hey, y'all, man, I didn't do nothing but win the debate. I don't understand what's all the hoopla about,
When you come back, when your joint comes back proper, I'll bring you back in, but you buffering now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Maha. I'm gonna let you back in 1 second. YirmeYAH. I know Maha's over there chomping at the bit. He ready to go.
Hey, man, I'm saluting to the champ again, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Hey, Maha, man, I didn't do nothing, man. I just had a debate, man. I don't know what's all the hoopla about, bro.
I don't get it myself, brother. You know what I'm saying? You came, you showed up, you presented the information. You know what I mean? And before I even say anything else, shout out to YirmeYAH Judah for at the end, he took the low, was humble. But I know it's eating him because he keeps trying to find a way to discredit the debate regardless of the fact, even though he's trying to act like, you know, it was all good. But
I'll tell y'all what.
You showed
up. I don't mean to cut y'all off. Let me let Quinaf finish. Let him finish. He was almost done. It's y'all show, so I'm gonna let him close out, and then y'all could just go. I'll give y'all the rest of the night to go do what y'all do.
Hey, real quick.
I'm gonna close out with this, brothers. I'm gonna close out with this because everybody on this line is my brothers, whether one accepted or not, right? Whether one accepted or not. YirmeYAH and my brother Maharakal was supposed to debate me and Sham on the chart and Hosea. They said they was gonna do it, and the Most High is my witness. They both backed out. And Don came on my live yesterday and said he don't believe in a chart. And now he's being two-faced it and saying he believe in it. And Don, I got on video. You was my
just let him finish.
Don told me yesterday on my live that he don't believe in the chart. Point blank period. Now he on there trying to defend it. And hold up, bro. Let me finish. And that's your show. I let you come on my platform And I gave you this. I didn't interrupt you anything. And you know it's a fact.
Go ahead, brother.
That's a fact.
Go ahead.
Right. You know, I done that shit. I showed you respect. You know, even when you whooped at people, I let you have it. I allowed Don to come on, and Don said, I don't believe in that chart, blah, blah, blah. Now he get on here being wish-washy, right? And I'm gonna leave your name out of my mouth, Don, because I see you looking for fame, brother. You say you know worldwide, getting on, Negro, right? As far as you debating the chart, YirmeYAH, you did not debate the 12-tribe chart. You debated if the Northern Kingdom came over here. You didn't prove that. They gave you the win on default because all the judges left, and you brought an own man that's on your platform to be a judge, and another man who don't know anything about the Israelite doctrine or more, don't have a clue what it's talking about. You brought him on, right? And then you cause Black Jesus, he's gonna vote. Black Jesus gonna vote for. He's gonna vote for. So I congratulate you on your victory. I do that. You done a good job, but it was not a 12 chart victory. I congratulate you. You won. I give you that. But to me, it was not a 12 chart debate because you said it also in the debate. It wasn't that. So don't look at my passion like I'm like beating you down. I congratulate you. You won that part. You know, I just don't see it as being a 12 chart debate because that's what it's supposed to have been, and it wasn't. And then you also said this to me. I want everything my way. So you got it your way on this platform. I'm only coming over here because I got like 20 phone calls and saying, man, people talking. So get on here. And for the other brothers that's on here, I don't have nothing against none of y'all, man. None of y'all, right? What y'all eat don't make me shit and vice versa. I'm living my life. Y'all living y'all's. I don't have nothing against nobody that ever mentioned my name that's on this platform sitting right now. I love you, whether you love me or not. I had nothing against you. Point blank, period. Even Mahara, hold on, brother. I got to address Mahara car real quick. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Even Mahara car. I don't have nothing against you, out. I'm done with the bullshit videos and all that. I'm done with it. I don't have nothing against you. I'm moving on in my life. Most High bless you and your beloved family. Also to my brother 69, most High bless you and your beloved family. And against nobody. And Don, I don't have nothing against you. This your bullshit crisscrossing when you came on my show the other night, talking about you don't believe in the chart. Now you talking about you do. That's the only thing. You know I'm not lying. I've been a brother to you, and you know I'm not lying.
Before you go, I got to ask you a question real quick before you go. This is a book called The Origins of the American Indian, and it's from 1492 to 1729. Real quick.
Who wrote it?
And it reads.
Who wrote it? Who wrote it?
Lee E. Hudson.
I'm sorry, I'm loud. Okay. All right, I see
real
it.
quick.
Go ahead.
In this book, it says this: Manasseh began to make a connection between. Hold up. Is this what I want? This is what I want? No, that's not what I want. 1 second here. 1 second. Real quick. All right. It says. It says that in this book, it says
I got that too. Yeah, good
Manasseh,
book.
it says Manasseh is the tribe. It says no, Salaki. It says Issachar is the tribe of is Mexico. Mexicans are the tribe of Issachar in this book. Do you agree with that? I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying a portion of Mexicans are, because we know about the Spaniards and all that, but I'm saying a portion of them are from the tribe of Issachar. Would you agree with that?
Well, only thing, in all due respect, only thing I would agree with is the Bible, right? And I would agree with the curses. If somebody wrote, I can write a book. My brother Yehuda's writing a book. I'm in the process of writing a book. We can all write books. But when we look at the prophecies, I hear a lot. I hear some in the background over there. When we look at the prophecies, like when you read out a second Esdras the other day, when you said these are the 10. I'm trying to answer the question. When you read out the book of Ezra, it said these are the 10 tribes that crossed over the wilderness, and third say through a further land, right? Right. And then my question for you: did the Most High did he hold back the floods so they could put the ships through dry water? I mean, through the He said the Most High held back the water, right? That's what it say. Did it say he put ships in the mud to take 1.5 years to cross the United States? So for me, that my question for you is, that is somebody speaking on what they believe. I'm talking about what's in the Bible. In 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, he said he held back the flood on the springs and streams. You know what that is? That's the narrow pass. The narrow pass. It don't mention anything about a boat, ship, canoe, or ark, or anything. Anything. It said he held back the floods to hold back the streams, right? So I look at the scriptures. That's the book. Whoever that person is, I can write one, just like looking at Wikipedia. Anybody can do anything. Let's deal with the scriptures, right? I deal with bloodline.
Here's the scripture for you. Here's the scripture for you, right? Deuteronomy 32:17, it says that Manasseh and Ephraim would be gathered from the west, right? And they were pushed to the ends of the earth. Can you tell us where is the end of the earth at?
The ends of the earth is outside of Jerusalem. We already done a breakdown on that. The ends of the earth is outside of Jerusalem. And the brother that laughed, you'd be surprised who believe certain people not Israel. You know, but at the end of the day, when we look at that, and YirmeYAH, hold on, YirmeYAH, I don't want to get no debate with you. I don't want to get no debate. Let's stop that now, because we already dealt with Hosea and all that. And that's not why I'm on here right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we could do that, right? Because we know what Hosea 7:8, we go to all that stuff. We can do that. We can set that up to actually do that. In fact, I will actually step on this platform, since you want to call my platform, and I don't have to have nobody with me. Just be you and I, or me against 2 or 3 of you. You understand? I'd rather deal with the scriptures other than books of man-made. Let's not go into any other books. Let's just deal with the scriptures. Maharakah said this himself, brother. Maharakah came on my platform and said, y'all got to come up with a better way. They didn't come over here through no shift through the Euphrates River, because we showed you that king, right, of Assyria, right? Israel, the Israelites was in.
You buffering up.
Here we go again. All right.
The spirit.
Hey, Priest Daniela.
Can I say something real quick? Let me just say one thing real quick, because I'm about to give y'all the floor. Let me just say something real quick, if I could, right? All right, let me let him finish. Quinaf, try to close it out, bro, because I want to get back to these.
Rizzo, cut it out, man.
Quinaf, you there? All right. Well, everybody can agree. Quinaf, you there? All right, everybody can agree.
I'm here. I love y'all. I'm here.
Yeah, everybody could agree. I give you a chance to speak, but for some reason you keep buffering, and I want to kind of get through this so I can end this live soon. Are you there? You can finish. Try and finish, Quinaf. Go ahead. Quinaf.
It's bad.
Quinaf.
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. Try and finish out real quick, because you're having problems.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Try and finish.
Okay, come. So yeah, what I was saying is that when we talk about Israelites, right, they was going back and forth during the Passover. We also proved in a breakdown we done that Benjamin is also in the northern kingdom. Listen, brother, at the end of the day, the reason why we cause a lot of smoke, because people look at what we're saying and nobody will actually take us up. I'm trying to figure out why nobody won't take FOPE up.
All right. Hey, yo, as the Most High is my witness, I didn't do that. I don't know what happened to his phone. I don't know. But let me say this before I let y'all brothers go in. I have to say something about something Quinaf said that I want to make clear to Israelites, right?
Hey, I want you to.
Can I get real quick? YirmeYAH, hold on. YirmeYAH, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I want you to address.
I gotta say something real quick. Yes, I'm gonna let you go into all of that. I just want to say something, just make a general statement. I hear a lot of Israelites say, and we have to clarify that statement right now for the record before you guys go in. I keep hearing this thing that Israelites say they don't deal with extra books, they only deal with the Bible. Without extra books, you can't break down Daniel's 7, Daniel 2, Daniel 11. You just can't. You can't, because it don't give you the names of those kingdoms. You got to go to books to get it. You go to Daniel 11 when it starts breaking down all the Syrian wars. If you don't know the different Antiochuses and the different Ptolemies that is going into all the way down without extracurricular books, it doesn't give you names. Second Ezra, 11 and 12, when it speaks about the 12 feathers, it doesn't give you names. You gotta go to books for that. Y'all brothers say that y'all don't go to other books, you only deal with the Bible. I don't know about that, man. You got to go to the books because the other books will give you the history that the Bible is giving you, but the Bible wasn't specific. I'm just saying, but it's not my show. YirmeYAH, go ahead, bro.
Hand clap, bro. Get a brother a hand clap. Come on. He just spoke nothing but the truth. Yeah.
When you
Go ahead, Mom.
I get into my spiel because I do. I've been loading.
Hold on, Don. I'm gonna let you go. Go, hey, Maharaka, go ahead, man.
Let me say, listen, even the Lammy back off YirmeYAH, when you read the Maccabees, can you confirm those stories and details in historical books? Of course. You know what I'm saying? The problem is they don't want us, the brothers that believe in the Hispanic and Native American, right, to bring out the multitude of historical books that document, I mean, hundreds of years ago before we was even born. Okay, we
right.
50 years on the planet Earth, but you talking about books and records that was damn 3, 4, 5, 700 years ago, 500 years ago. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So they made those books up. They wrote these books for us, and they said the niggas gonna wake up in the 2000s and 90s, and we gonna have these books prepared for them, so they can teach that the Hispanics and the Native American here are Israelites. There was a whole global plan for the awakening of the Israelite brothers to wake up and then research and find these books and say, yeah, see, come on, man, let's stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. You just don't want to deal with the facts that there's documented historical records going all the way back to Europe about the people that was over here in America as being Israelites. That ain't came just from little Ariel. If the Most High gave him a vision, and you cannot say the Most High don't give you visions. There's so many prophets in the Bible that was given vision. That's ridiculous for you to say that. Okay? If the Most High tell you in the book of Job, the 33rd chapter, when man is sleeping upon his bed, he give them information. I'm paraphrasing. Read it. You see what I'm saying? So if the brothers went and started researching these books and bing, they start saying Israelites and all this stuff like that. I got all the books over here too. You see what I'm saying? Like these brothers don't read these books. I mean, they have these books. I got the book right here that you was quoting for. Right here, I got the same book. You know I got the book right here. And it says right here on page 39, it says, furthermore, he noted the Indians of Mexico had traditions of long journeys, such as the one from Assyria to Assyria. They also had traditions of flight, such as the Exodus from Egypt. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just reading a few of these things, but this thing is highlighted crazy about the people here in Americas, man. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand the brothers are salty right now because they didn't get their way, right? And I'm just going to comment, and I'm going to be done on the Black Jesus.
Hey, Maharaka, read page 88 too before you end. Okay, page 88, the last paragraph. It starts the only other writings.
Okay, page 88. Let me get this right here for you. See, the one thing, they don't have these books to go to. That's the problem. What paragraph?
You got to bring that out.
We're at 88. What?
This paragraph right here before the bottom.
On page 88?
Yeah, it says the only other writers.
All right, the only other writer this author found who accepted the Issacharite variation of the 10 Laws tribe theory was Balthazar del Medina in his Crónica de la Santa Provincia de la Santiago de Mexico of 1682. Well, we know we ain't speaking no Latin. These guys write this way back in the day, right? Give you the reference of the sources you can go look up for yourself, right? It says, although Medina, 1682, right, through the South Americas in the Yakutans were descendants of the Gentile Lacan, father of Opir. The Mexicans are originally of the 10 tribes captured by Salmanaster and of the family of Issachar, when the Indians recognized as their special ancestors. And listen, we gonna do a.
I didn't write that.
You Jeremiah, you wrote this?
No, I didn't write that.
Right. So these brothers, in their mind, right, regardless of, you can say, how you know you from Judah or Benjamin, whatever, this, that, and the third. The Bible prophesied that the children of Israel was going to go to Babylon, right? Micah 7:10. And he says, there ye shall be delivered, right? Thou shalt even go to Babylon. Let's not talk about ancient Babylon. We went from ancient Babylon straight into the Persian and Mede captivity. We just transitioned right there. Boom. Then we went where? We went to the Greeks. Then we went to the Romans. Okay? So where's Babylon that the Bible says Israel shall go to, and then they should be delivered? You see, I mean, there's multiples of scripture, and the brother said that we talked about doing a debate. Yes, we talked about doing a debate, right? We were supposed to have to do a preliminary like the 15th of June. That never happened. We didn't have no conversations after that initial day. And then you blocked me on Facebook. Remember that? And I had to call you about why you blocked me on Facebook. So how we was going to have a debate and block out, and there was no communications about it after that initial time we talked about it, brother. You see what I'm saying? First and foremost. And yes, I agree with Second Ezra about the Euphrates River was not a transportation port for us coming to the Americas through the Euphrates River, traveling downstream. And I went on my research and I listened to what brother said, and then I went into it myself for a couple of days, and I found that yes, there was pathways that you could cross the Euphrates River. So that's still don't negate, because if the brothers gave a breakdown and that was their breakdown at that point and it's not correct, that still does not negate the prophecies of the scriptures. That still don't negate time and different kingdoms and different events that happen. You see what I'm saying? That does not negate that. You see what I'm saying? Right? Because Solomon had a port city at the Red Sea, which they could have went down through the Red Sea, right, and go around Africa. Okay, they had the port cities in Spain, right? That Solomon was in control of. Even going all the way to the Carthaginian Empire, and Hannibal was a Jew, a Hebrew. The Hebrew Israelites was living in Liberia, over there in the Carthaginian Empire. Isaiah 11:11 goes in there. Acts the 2nd chapter talks about Israel migrating over there in Liberia and Patros, Egypt, okay, yes, and Ethiopia. We was in those areas. You see what I'm saying? So in the concept of Jeremiah and Judah, when you bomb yourself, you nuke yourself. When Jeremiah brought out King Solomon, and they traveled over here, and this, that, and the third, you came back and tried to debunk what he said, but you was helping his case by you even talking about King Solomon came over here with the Levitical priesthood. So right there, you smashed yourself on this. So based off your narrative, if they was able to come over here during King Solomon's ships, then they had knowledge of the Western Hemisphere. The nation of Israel had knowledge of these lands. And why would he just send the priests? That's ridiculous. When did ever Israel went on any campaign without representatives from each tribe? Where do you ever don't see that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Where you see that at? You see what I'm saying? So
right. Because the kingdoms was together at that time.
Right. They was together at that time. You see what I'm saying? So if the scriptures tell you that the fleet took a year and a half there and a year and a half back, that's 3 years, right? So you think they ain't had nobody living there, migrating over there, and getting all this gold and all the wealth and riches from these different lands? There was no people there? Like, what are you talking about? That don't even make fucking sense.
Hey, real quick, man. Somebody said in the comment section, right? Hey, Maharaka, give me Deuteronomy 28:54, right? Somebody said in the comment section, why do these Hispanics, what it says, Why, it says, furthermore, why do these Hispanics despise us as much as the so-called, I don't know what the rest of that is supposed to say, right? So he was asking you that question, man, but
Okay.
read that Deuteronomy 28:54, and then you can expound on it, man. He was asking you, Mahab.
Deuteronomy 28:54. These guys be playing the craziest semantic words. And it be the milk stuff in the scripture that just crush that.
Hold on. That's Deuteronomy 28?
Deuteronomy 28:54, the curses. So that the man,
right,
the Israelite man, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, all 12 tribes, that is tender among you, very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. I mean, what else? What else we have to say?
Hold on. You got to get one more. Isaiah 11:14.
Okay, let me get Isaiah 11:14. Let's get that.
Hey, can you read it, Don? Because Maharakah kind of low. Can you read it, Don?
I'm kind of low. Hold on, let me get closer to the mic.
Yeah, there you go. You're a lot better, man. Yeah.
Using a laptop. I think I'm using a laptop mic.
What verse do you want?
No, you good now. You good now, right there.
Okay. Using laptop. Can you hear me better right now? Can you hear me better right now? Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
All right. Isaiah 11. Can you get that for me, bro? Because I can't.
Yeah, I got you. What you need? What you
Isaiah 11. What?
11:14.
You said Isaiah 11 and what, Jeremiah?
14.
Oh shit. Okay. That's the speaker. All right. Say it again, because I couldn't hear you. What?
Isaiah 11:14.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it. Mike's up.
Yeah. I ain't set my mics up, man, but it's all good. He gonna get the scripture right now.
11:14.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if can you hear me, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There's a book, Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 14. But they
13. Read 13.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 13. The envy also of Aparium shall depart, and the adversaries of Yahweh shall be cut off. Aparium shall not envy Yahweh, and Yahweh shall not vex Aparium.
Right, perfect scriptures. The milks, right? So when you ask these questions, Negroes, black people kill each other every single day. So when you make that argument, it's ridiculous for me to even to look at you for real, because Negroes is bodying each other every single day. We out here in St. Louis. Murder City.
Murder capital.
Murder capital, yo. What you talking about? They got over 100 and something people, like children, teenagers get murdered out here this year, bro. What do you mean? Like, y'all make that argument like you don't like there's not hatred and suspicion between blacks and Mexicans and blacks, or Puerto Rican, Dominican. Puerto Ricans don't like Dominicans. Dominicans don't like Puerto Rican. Jamaicans don't like the Yankee boy, right? Me, Yankee boy, I'm sorry. Yeah, Yankee boy, the Benjamin don't like the Negroes here. Vice versa. So what you mean? That should show you that's the sign and wonder. See what I'm saying? When you read the curses, that is what shows you who you are and who your people are. The conditions.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
But now you got 2 minutes, bro, because I'm tired. I'm about to.
Okay, gotcha. Let me respond real quick. I got one question for Jeremiah, but I want to make a statement real quick. The scriptures that y'all brought up is camp scriptures that you use to confuse the people. Your eyes will be evil towards your brother. You see, that's why they don't like you, because the scriptures. When a white man hates you, is he your brother? The Chinese man hates you, is he your brother? The Arab man hates you, is he your brother? So you can use that with anybody. Stop the nonsense, man. For real, stop it. Or you can see the curses fit. Well, the white man hates you, that's your brother? The Chinese man, the Japanese man, the Arab man, right? You can use that with anybody. So stop it. Stop it. That's why it says go with the scripture. All in that last book that Mahar brought out on page 88. I bet he won't read at the top of 88 on that book. I bet he won't read that. And for you, Jeremiah, here's the question for you. Because Mahar said they mad because you won a debate. We read the scriptures, yay or nay. right? So I'm gonna ask you a yay or nay question. Was that a 12 chart debate, yay or nay?
Who you talking? You asking me?
Nay.
You don't mind.
Was that a 12 chart debate, yay or nay? Remember what you said in the debate. So Mahar, congratulate on your victory, just like I did. Now I'm asking you, was that a 12 chart debate, yay or nay?
Listen,
Hold on.
let me answer you, man. Let me answer you. The 12 tribe is an identification marker of the people of Israel in the Western Hemisphere, correct, Quanaf?
Yay or nay? Was that a 12 chart debate, yay or nay?
No, you're not gonna. No, you're
No,
not gonna,
because in that. Okay, I'll answer. What's your question? I'll answer. What is?
Bro, let me respond. You're not going to pigeonhole me into a question that's more than a yes or no. The 12 tribe chart is an identification mark of Israelites in the Western Hemisphere. My debate was to prove that the Northern Kingdom was in the Western Hemisphere.
Okay,
that's
now
it, and that's
I can agree to your answer. That's your answer. But the 12 tribe chart is exactly what you said. But according to the Bible, that's not true. That's why none of you, not talking about you, Daniela, none of you, not one person will step in the ring with me, Sham, and Yehuda, not one. And I challenge you. Listen, hold on, bro. Give me a second. He's gonna give me 2 minutes, right? Yay or nay? I challenge you. This is why in that debate, somebody said it's not a 12 chart debate. I'll play the video back. Said it's not a 12 chart debate, and you was like, "Yep, it's not. It's not a 12 chart debate." Now you want to go into all the semantics, right? So I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't. Did you debate the chart the other night? Yes or no?
Come on,
did you
brother.
debate the chart?
You can't ask the man the same question 3,000 times, brother.
Mahar, okay, since you want to open your mouth, Mahar, do you want to challenge me one-on-one in debating the chart?
You get snow shine from Mahar.
Would you say no?
You get no shine from Mahar.
Yeah, cowardly. Like I say, I don't need your shine. Thank you, Daniela. I just proved my point.
Listen,
Daniela, you called me the only one, and I won't ask you. I ask you behind closed doors. Bye, cowards.
No, before you go, real quick, Quanah.
He's going.
That statement that you came up here and said camp scripture, that you can use that for anybody is fucking ridiculous. Brother, did you graduate kindergarten? Because it says your brother. It's the curses of Deuteronomy 28 is talking about the 12 tribes. That they would hate their brother of the 12 tribes. Not Esau, Moab, and the other nations. How the hell are you going to do that one? It's talking about the 12 tribes. It was going to happen between them. Okay? And then it got scriptures about Esau hating his brother. We could do the breakdown between Esau and Jacob or the other nation. You can't use that and try to twist anything, my nigga. Like, you sound crazy as hell. You was out there teaching bombing with the same old scriptures, and now you done got sorcerized, okay? And you all over the world. You everywhere, okay? You over here, you over there, you in the backwoods, frontwoods, everywhere. You don't know where you at, bro. You don't believe in the commandments no more. Like, you just anything, my nigga. Like, blackity black, 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 Hamite status, everything. Where you at, my man? You don't know where you at, dog. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't act like nobody afraid of wow, okay? Because the books and the information is going to stay the same. You the second as is 13 only. Hosea 7, whatever 6, whatever you doing, only man. That's all you trying to rock off, and you think you got something so powerful, brother. That's what happened to you, thy pride. See what I'm saying? Thy pride, and you still fucking prideful. You coming up here trying to showboat like you the man, nigga, like you gotta ride off everybody else's skirt tail, bro. You see what I'm saying? Well, me and Yehuda, who the hell is Yehuda? You just went to this nigga doctrine. He don't want to believe in the commandments, and he's FOPE. You got a damn variety pack of niggas in your camp. Oh no, you're
leave it alone, because he doing the very thing the law say don't.
right.
Now, I'm just saying, listen,
Let's
I'm
calm down,
gonna be
Mahal.
cool, but I'm saying, like, listen, brother, listen now. Just take the L, okay? You already got the L. It's over for Val in that regard, bro. If brothers want to take time out their busy schedule, like the champ, you know what I'm saying? If he want us to, go in the ring, then we can talk about it later, brother. But nobody worry about that. The brother gonna enjoy his victory because y'all wasn't crying about nothing when y'all thought y'all was winning. Y'all ain't said, no, we ain't gonna do the debate now because there's only 3 judges. No, we gonna cancel it and do it another time. No, you didn't stop nothing then. So don't boo-hoo and cry now because it ain't going your side. That's just what it is, bro. If y'all would have won, y'all would have been up there having popcorns, confetti, everything on the FOPE channel. Y'all have been cheerleading, dancing, doing the WAP, everything. Now you cats is salties. And I'm loving it.
You know, we sat back here. We got Scott there.
Hey, Priest Daniela, how much more time we got, bro?
Man, I'm sitting here. I'm sleepy, but I'm go ahead, bro. How much more time do you need?
I just need 1 minute.
Give us 15 minutes, man. We'll be out of your hair.
All right, bro. I'm gonna give you 15 minutes. I'm gonna be back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, go ahead, Don.
I won't say this to everybody. First, to my Aki who brought the point about scholarship. You do have to go outside of the Bible for things. I keep saying the Bible was written by white folks, translated by white folks. The Hebrew Israelites spoke in 3 different languages, and they wrote the original text in 3 different languages: Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. That's a fact. We do have some Aramaic in the Peshitta, the Greek Koine, and the actual Hebrew text. If you don't go outside of the Bible, I don't know how you can know anything.
Oh, man.
Let me look in this camera and tell you something, bro. Now, we took all your disrespect and all your lying, okay? But I told you last night, I tried to appeal to you because my Akis told me, and I ain't gonna say no names, but they told me they don't come at you until after this debate. This is the perfect time to do it. Now, I don't know who you think you're talking to. We are debate league. This is what we do, bro. You're gonna get source and you're gonna get scholarship over your feelings and your little stupid little emotions and all this stuff. We stripping elder off your name too, by the way.
Man, I've been told to do that shit, man. Man, I've been told y'all to do that. I'm from DC. Take elder off that man's name, Slim.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about bias. Can I share my screen? This won't take very long. I like to share my screen because I told you last night, I warned you. When I challenged you and the FOPE and whoever else wants some, I done told you, this is what we do. Now I'm gonna bring it
up, baby.
Source up. Bro, don't come on here. And let's see if I can get my screen up. Now here's you. Tell me if y'all can see this. Let me stop and try this one more time. Now this is how you do a debate, Kwana. You know, I thought you had some real integrity, bro. You really showed your colors tonight, and you shouldn't have done it. But since you did it, this is how we handle stuff. Now listen to this.
So what I did was I played chess. My brother and Yehuda and I played chess. And what we did was say, okay, so he won't say it's on a biased platform. What I would do is get judges that favor his school of thought. Really? So what I did, I went and got Priest Daniela from Maccabees TV to be a judge. He agreed. And he only can judge on the evidence that both of them bring, irregardless of whether he thought somebody could have brought more to lean toward this person way or that way. He only can judge on what they brought forth, not on his personal belief. And I believe Daniela would do that. Okay? I have no reason to think he wouldn't, right? And he believes in the 12 tribe chart. And as brothers, we should be able to trust each other on that merit in itself, right? So he wanted to run the Maccabees TV. But how can you run the Maccabees TV now? Because Priest YirmeYAH agreed to be a judge who believes the same thing as Jeremiah believed.
Never mind, Jeremiah didn't agree to none of this. He didn't agree to none of this. He's going to get biased, and y'all can check this out if you want to. I'm going to stop it there because the man was all kind of cowards and everything before the debate even started. Jeremiah didn't agree to none of this, folks. He didn't agree to none of this. And all week long, he wants to get 3 biased judges on the FOPE platform just to draw Jeremiah in, but yet he says somebody's looking for fame. No, you're looking for fame. This debate was between Jeremiah Judah and YirmeYAH, please say to y'all. You in violation of Exodus 23:1. You going up and down the tail bearer. You all on YouTube trying to get into a debate. You in the middle of 2 brothers having a controversy. That's wrong right there. You're already in violation. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me show you what you violated. But you're an elder, though. You're an elder. Well, not after
Strong's
today.
H 7400. Rahil.
That is a scoundrel monger traveling about on YouTube. And if you don't know what a scoundrel monger is, it is a person who stirs up public outrage towards someone or someone else by your actions, spreading rumors and malicious gossip. That's exactly what you did, Conrad. All week long calling me on the phone. I got your phone number right here. Should I call you right now? All week long, you've been pushing up a debate, folks. This is what he's been doing. He's been pushing up a debate between Jeremiah and Jeremiah that they already been trying to decide on anyway. He sticks his nose in the middle of it, and he's mad because Jeremiah said your platform is biased. He told me this himself. He didn't spread rumors, but your platform is biased, and that's the proof. You're going to get 3 judges to be on Jeremiah's side. That's what he says with his mouth. If that ain't, and then he came on the show and said the reason why I don't want to debate on your platform is because you're biased. He didn't lie on you, but you lied on him in that YouTube video. It's all in the source, and it's on the back chat in the lines. Then I ain't trying to hit nothing nobody got to say. You come up are a very snakish, dishonest person, bro. You don't want to debate. Not really. What you want to do is be a scoundrel. Here, let's share the screen one more time. Because you don't take that long to deal with nobody like you, bro. A person who stirs up public outrage. That's exactly what you've been doing. Before the debate and after the debate, spreading rumors. Again, here's the kill shot. Jeremiah, did you agree to on the FOPE platform? Yes or no?
No.
No. Did you agree to take the debate on the 12-tribe chart? Did you say, I'm going to be a proponent for the 12-tribe chart that we have today? Yes or no?
No.
No. I went on your show last night and told you this is what we do. We'll say, hey, you know what? I don't like you. Yeah, you don't like me? Well, I'll kick your behind. No, I'll kick your behind. Well, you want to debate? Yeah. That don't mean we're going to debate on your platform. The answer was no. You act like a female when you can't take no for an answer. You're taking and acting like a female when you go around spreading business.
I done told you.
I mean, nasty, low down, devilish rumors. That's what you did. You got on YouTube to do this. And you call the man a coward. I plainly told you, look, bro, he's not a coward. You need to cease and desist with this. Then you're biased towards Jeremiah Judah. Now, Jeremiah Judah, I don't care what you think. I'm going to tell it and keep it real. Because I asked the brother, what you want me to lie? I'm not going to lie. He was going to stack up 3 judges against you on the FOPE platform. I'm done with FOP because of Conor. I'm done with Conor, which means I'm done with FOP. And if anybody want to ride with him, fine. I got a problem with that. I don't care. But if you come to the source talking about you want to debate us, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get your ass handed to you. I'm telling you now. Now, I already debated on FOPE platform because we don't care what platform we on. Even though you're biased. I knew that going in. I knew you was biased. You was biased in my debate. Y'all back there playing in the background. You supposed to be moderated timekeeping. Y'all back there taking pictures, showing everybody you were like you at Disney World in the middle of my debates. Of course you're biased. And you ain't gotta like it. We ain't worried about you though. You're not a debate club. I told you last night, I'm telling you again.
to make this clear. I want to make this clear, right?
Yeah.
We got brothers at the source, such as James Cassell. Shout out to the champ, Joshua, right? Shout out to the founder of the source, General Yashar, right? And shout out to LP, right? Shout out to Christoph. Shout out to the multitude of brothers that build with us regularly. Shout out to King Seth, right? Shout out to these brothers in the source who do this. We debate. And if you wanna debate, we can set these things up. We're not running from nothing, man. Understand that. But what we're not gonna do is deal with folly. What we're not gonna do is deal with folly, right? And unprofessionalism, man, right? And backbiting and innuendos and all that, man. We're not doing that, man, right? We want to bring scholarship to the table and do the best that we can, that the generations after us will look and see how it's supposed to be done, and then they could come in and be even better than we are. Right? So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I went in there, I gave the best that I could, and brought the information that I could. Everybody has an opinion, that's fine. But at the end of the day, according to the judges, I won. That's it. That's all, man. Right? So I've been building and yeah, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you can find us at the Source Debate League on YouTube. You can follow my personal channel at YirmeYAH777. You can follow my brother's page at Genesis 49ers. You can join the Source on Facebook at the Source Debate League, right? We appreciate all the love and support, because even though we address the naysayers, I want to take the time out to address the supporters, because my phone been blowing up all day with brothers congratulating me on my effort, and I want to send a special shout out to the Northern Kingdom. We love you in the South, man.
Amen,
we love
bro.
you in the South, and we're gonna work diligently to bring forth Isaiah 11 and 13 and Ezekiel 37, that we come back together as we make preparations for the return of our Savior, man. When we look at what it says in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. This is what we're working toward diligently, man. Special shout out to my brothers, Bam, right? And the brothers from the nations of kings and priests, right? Special shout out to all the brothers, man. Shout out to my elders. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters that show me support and love. I appreciate all of you all, man.
Yo,
How many y'all want to say something, Priest Dan?
Go ahead, real quick. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Dan. Appreciate all you brothers, man. I want to bring out 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 16. Thessalonians 5:16. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of Allahah and Hamashiach Yahweh concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not the prophesyings. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good, abstain from all appearance of evil. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this: when they come in at 21, well, I'm gonna start 20. Despise not prophesying. You got brothers out here prophesying, telling this man the truth, and he despising it. Everybody's running with him, despising it. We prophesying you the truth of the word of the Most High, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and what it say from the books outside the scriptures and the scriptures itself. Because Sirach 5:15 say, "Be not ignorant in any matter, small or large."
Right.
So why would you not go outside the Bible? You know what I'm saying? You can't be ignorant of any matter, small or large. But then I look at prove all things, verse 21 of 1 Thessalonians 5, right? Prove all things. Prove to me that this man Smeagol, Jonathan Taylor, knows YirmeYAH. Prove to me that this man Smeagol, Jonathan Taylor, knows anyone. Who does he know? Who knows him? He already admitted that he never met Quanaf a day in his life. He only talked to him on the phone. So YirmeYAH or anybody from the Old One West, prove to us who this man Smeagol is. Who is he? because this man keep popping up all across the country to down talk this man and put this man name in the mud, man. Who is he? Why every time he on a debate or somebody online, Joe, you don't never see him like you see this brother right here, this brother right there. You see all these brothers talking, even me, but you never see Smeagol face. You see an icon, and you see that icon pulsating because he's doing a lot of damn talking. Who is the guy? Who is he? You never seen him. It's an agent. He's a devil. Really? He gets paid to sow discord. He goes from country, city, to sow discord against anything that's the truth. That's why he has aligned himself with Quanath, the Quanath. You understand what I'm saying? You're anything. You're saying anything, and you ain't proving a damn thing. Now, like I said, do y'all research and find out who this man is, because he is an agent. He don't know nobody know him, but he keeps saying he know everybody. He say he know Maha say he never met him a day in his life.
I don't remember his lie at all.
Y'all need to get in touch with YirmeYAH. Y'all get in touch with YirmeYAH, man.
He was on the icon last night when I was on that show. He was just saying it. You don't know me, and I didn't even see his face. I'm like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all, do you know this guy? Because he said he was back in the school with us in the Truth program.
Y'all saying Smeagol. I don't know who that y'all talking about.
That's Jonathan Taylor. The he looked like the Smeagol, but he be on FOPE channel, cursing, going in, disrespecting me.
I don't know him because you know me and you know the same people. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know you.
Nobody knows this man, brother Dan, brother YirmeYAH, and the brother right there. What's his name? What's that brother right here name? Don. Yeah, nobody knows this man. That's why I'm getting hyped. I ain't even trying to cuss, dog. That's why I'm trying to keep my profanity down. But dog, the way this dude going, man, and the way he's slithering around from city and online social media Jones, and you never see this man's face. Maha had to dig in the crates to find what this man looked like. That's why we call him Smeagol, because he never showed his face. It's always an icon that's pulsating.
Well, if he ain't ever debate nobody, he don't even count. But I know that slanderous, cowardice, false accusation that so-called Elder Connoff was pulling all week long about that debate as if he was in the debate. That's wrong. And then all the disrespect you did when you came on this panel tonight, that was wrong. I told you already. I tried to tell you, bro. Even after all your lying and all your disrespecting and all your biases, we sat here and we didn't say nothing to you, bro. YirmeYAH didn't deserve that, but that's what you done.
That's what he do. That's what he do.
He witnessed the.
That's what he do, and it shows you last night on their so-called debate response.
Man, that was horrible.
It was a nightmare.
Hey,
talking about guns and killing each other.
Hey, Grape Street Crippin', Grape Street Crippin'. I'm talking about dog. This nigga talking about Grape Street Crip, Chief. I didn't call him Chief because Brother Ephraim came on that joint. It looked like he was toasted, oven roasted. He was like, man, I'm trying to see you with the hands. How you gonna tell a nigga who fake being a gangster selling death? You trying to see him with the hands when he telling you, I ain't fighting. I'm shooting. I'm stabbing. I'm robbing. I'm going to jail. So he still sitting there. But you talking about you the truth. But the whole time Ephraim, who supposed to be conscious, more the conscious level than him, he supposed to say, man, ain't nobody hearing that stuff.
All right. I wanted to end the show. I wanted to end the show on a positive note.
I don't know what happened. Hey, brothers,
I gotta watch it
on a positive
note. Poor Rizzo. Shalom to y'all, brothers. I'm gonna remove y'all now. Peace to y'all, brothers. Let YirmeYAH have the last word, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to y'all. Man, they done lost me with that last part. I don't know what's happening. Go ahead, YirmeYAH. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. I want to end this on a positive note. This whole thing was about the debate that I had. I went in the ring by myself, and I had a debate, right? So for everybody that's watching, all of the rah-rah stuff, I myself, I don't have nothing to do with that. Maccabees TV don't have nothing to do with that. Priest Daniela don't have nothing to do with that. All right. So what we're saying is that stay focused. The enemy is looking to destroy us, and the enemy within is also looking to destroy us. We have to stay positive. The scriptures tells us to guard our mouth and preserve your life, man. Right? So I'm not into all of that rah-rah stuff, man, unless it's on the information. I don't want to go into a brother's personal business and all that. I want to keep it on the information, and that's it. I'm here to try to do the best I can to do the work of the Most High and glorify His Son, man, to the best of my ability as we work towards the restoration of the nation of Israel. That's my purpose, man. And so I just want to say shout out to the source, shout out to Maccabees TV. I was fighting try to get this debate over here, man. I wanted it on the mat, you know, but it didn't happen. Okay. So all praise and glory, man. I appreciate the time, Dan.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, all praises, bro. Most High bless you. I'm gonna remove you. Most High bless you. Tell them your channel real quick where they can find you before I bring you out.
Yeah, man, y'all can find us at the Source Debate League on YouTube, YirmeYAH World 777 on YouTube, right? Genesis 49ers on YouTube, the Source Debate League on Facebook, right? So stay in tune, man. We're gonna keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. SUC, man, we out of here.
Blessings. Peace out, King. All right, now. It's another hot one, right? The last time I did a hot one, I got all types of phone calls and brothers want to make videos and everything like I care. It does bother me. You know, this is a interview platform. I bring people on, whether I 100% agree with them or not. I bring people on. Why was this channel launched? To keep people from going to Sinai's platform. Sometimes we as Israelites, we have to have these conversations amongst ourselves, not over there. So that's why this platform was launched. So, you know, you don't get it, you don't get it. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So you make your videos, you do what you want to do. So y'all saw it. YirmeYAH had a debate on whether or not the Native Americans are Israelites. Once again, I'm gonna share the screen real quick. Let me bring it back up. Let me tell y'all exactly where you can find it. If you're lost, you're saying, well, where can I see the debate? What happened? Like, I don't know what these brothers are talking about. I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, right now. Let me bring it back up on the screen one more time. You can go ahead and go over to this channel, and you can watch the debate for yourself, and you can make your own decision. I'm going to share the screen right now, real quick. All right. Shout out to Tahar Kabay from Moorish World TV. This is the debate right here. One day ago, Sunday night debates was the Hebrews of the Bible in the Americas before the slave trade. This one right here, right? He's live right now. It's the second to last video. All right. So brothers had it on a neutral platform. That way nobody could, you know, it wasn't a group of Israelites that said they believed in the 12 tribe sign. It wasn't a group that said that they did not. It was on a neutral platform. If you want to watch it and come up with your own opinion, your own, you know, you can go ahead and watch the debate. That's where it is. Okay. With that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Once again, if you was watching me earlier today, you know YouTube clipped my video. We was bringing that fire. YouTube done deleted my video. It's okay. For those of y'all that's not subscribed, let me just share this real quick. 1 second. One last thing. And I'm gonna pin it as the top comment. Once this video goes live, I'm gonna pin it as the top comment. Right? If you lost in the source, I don't know what to tell you. Hold on 1 second. Here it is. All right. Let me just share my screen real quick. If you're lost in the source, this is the backup channel right here. Maccabees TV News. Not Maccabees TV. Maccabees TV News. This is the backup channel. So if something happens with this channel, the way YouTube is acting, you can come over here and subscribe to Maccabees TV News, and you'll be in tune with everything that we're doing. All right, that's on you. All right, I'll pin it as the top comment on this video when it goes live. I appreciate everybody watching. Peace and love to everybody. And remember, the advice I gave y'all this morning, if you're not prepared, you better get prepared. This election is not decided yet. Don't let the mainstream media fool you. The election is not decided yet because Donald Trump has not conceded, and there's a backdoor way for him to remain president, and that is through the House of Representatives. If you ain't aware, if you don't know how that works, I'll probably go through it tomorrow morning again for those of y'all that missed it. With that being said,
release the full power of the federal government through this effort today. I am officially declaring a national emergency. Let's go!
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The curses, the plagues, is it all a dream? The curfew, the troops, the world's on quarantine. The social, the 6 degrees of separation. The troubles of Jacob, the need for preparation. My vision is focused, I won't speed a rush. And if there's hate in your blood, then you need a flush. Yes, the priest is back, the Most High be praised. I'm making them sick, this song is 5G waves. As real as they come, won't find no fugazi. A man amongst men, so Gail and Oprah hate me. And Jesus had Warren, Paul wrote letters to Corinth. And Esau is red, and Donald Trump is orange. The faces, the gestures, that cat is so comedic. Corona, the virus, the plagues is sent on Egypt. We were slaves, led away to other gods. I ain't preaching shy, I'm killing them with current laws.
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The riches, the fame, is it all for Skrilla? The mask and the gloves so COVID doesn't kill you. The panic, the fear, the news is so fallacious. The Isley, the brothers, they say it's so contagious. The